Yeah. Tell him, Ace.
That was Ace?
Oh, my Opal
It's
just
a
barked.
little bark. No?
Do you guys feel that in the air? Do you guys feel what I'm feeling?
I'm feeling it, Mr. Jaffe.
Do you smell it in the air?
smell
Yep,
it.
yep. That's
Yeah.
right. It is the absolute end of democracy. Shut up, Jaffe. Start
Oh,
the fucking
Jeff.
show. Jesus.
That's not what we planned for the intro.
I don't plan shit. No, look, we're not going to we're not going to talk about politics too much tonight. We got some creepy, weird topics coming up. Bunny, let me know just whenever you feel the need to jump into that crazy Uber Eats story. It would scare a lot of fucking people. It would scare me. It would scare me.
You know, it doesn't scare me.
Hygiene.
Hey!
Actually,
yeah,
that's
good hygiene.
yeah,
I love
that's
it.
the back.
Anyways, what doesn't scare me is our new moderator in the YouTube chat,
Hey!
Nemo!
Nemo.
Thank you, Nemo. $10 says Wrench Bros.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Nemo.
Here we go. Here we go. Best goddamn show, best goddamn intro in the business. It is the Madhouse.
Best goddamn intro.
Welcome to the show, folks. It's good to see you. There's Bunny. God, your head's big, Bunny. That's what she said. You keep the racket down there, clown lady. You keep it down. Are you looking up my pantyhose?
I am,
Woohoo.
especially since you said I got big head. So.
What will you do tonight? It's a very big head.
Oh,
There's a
truth
little-
is the truth.
There's a little scale, baby.
It's a normal size head. It's a little window.
What does it say about my window and my head?
You're
Well.
just tiny, Jeffy.
I'm a little. I thought you said I was a size king or something. Gosh, I don't know.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Good afternoon, good night, good evening, good everything. We have great
Nice.
stories today.
Yeah, we do. Nice to see everybody. Thanks for showing up, joining us, hanging out with us tonight in the Madhouse. Very much appreciate it. Hello, JoJo D. Always good to see you and your crazy AI creations over on the Twitter. He's out of his fucking mind. We do have some AI stories tonight, but we're going to get to some very scary, creepy Uber Eats stories tonight. Uber has, as far as I understood, not responded yet. So it's like, you guys are cool with this? Bunny will share that in a few minutes. We're going to talk about a guy who claims to be an exorcist, but he may just be a creepy old sexual assault guy. We're going to talk about the last sound science says that you hear of all time. I don't know if that means. I don't know what that means. Shut up. Fuck you, Jeffy. Take two. Can I get another take? Right before the stream went live, I was doing this. I was like, and I do it every time. And it's funny because I worked with an actor on one of the live action Twisted Metal movies, or not the show, but the games. And every time before a take, he would go, more, and I was like, okay, this guy's a goofball. What the fuck is he doing? But now I don't worry about warming up my cords. Obviously, I don't have that kind of training. It just feels like before I go live, I have to just kind of have this, expulsion of whatever it is. It's not gas. It's just like, do you do anything like that? Or you're like, dude, Jeffy, I just show up. Shut up, you fucking.
Pop. No, I sit here and I pop every bone on my body.
Do one.
Pop all of my fingers and all of my joints. I don't know if you can hear.
I can hear it. People get mad at me when I used to do that. And when I was in junior high, I would pretend I was cracking my neck. I go like this, but it was just my hand. People would get freaked out. The girls would get freaked out.
Oh, I already popped it.
It was my freak off. We're going to talk about Diddy a little bit tonight, maybe.
Yeah.
There's some stuff where if you want the deep dive into our controversial political stuff, that may come at the end of the show. Look, $50 extra. We're going 2 hours tonight, and then every $50 super chats, we're going to go 30 extra minutes. If we get 50 gifted memberships tonight, we are going to go right after the stream and do an IRL stream from Denny's here in San Diego. We don't have any Waffle Houses. I grew up literally, not literally. I grew up maybe about 4 miles from a Waffle House in Birmingham, Alabama. So, it's one of those Waffle Houses where shit goes down.
Yeah.
But I would love very much to find a Waffle House and go to one here, or a Cracker Barrel like we talked about last night before they die. I think if they're all going to get converted, I'm going to make a pilgrimage to the final Cracker Barrel before it gets reverted into the soulless machine. It's like a soulless fucking machine is traveling across our country and just eating up anything with spirit and creativity and just shitting it out into a beige mom's bullshit. And I hope they know what they're doing. I hope they know what they've reaped or reaped.
I think they do.
I think they think they do. I think they're fucking whores. And they should fucking go straight to hell.
Thank you, Awesome Tatum, for the $2.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
Get this party started.
You goddamn right.
What was your go-to party song when you were in party age, Jeff?
I was never a partier. I never went to parties. I didn't like them. I didn't like using the word party as a verb. I hated that. I was like, when I was in high school of party age, I went to the movies with my friends because we wanted to be movie directors. And that's what we love to do and make movies and all that shit and went to the mall. Oh, you're special. I was special. That's what my mama said.
I think that's sweet. You had a bunch of friends that y'all were all into the same thing.
Oh yeah, me and my yeah. So Anna G, thank you so much, little kitty cat lady. Anna G steps up to the plate, says, "I got the first gift membership. I'm rolling in the deep. You goddamn right." Tech, remind me in a few minutes to you're tracking this money, right? Tech and all that.
I'm tracking.
We'll
this money.
update it in a second.
Tech?
But I did not go to high school parties or anything. I think I've said this many times on the stream, if I would have discovered marijuana. I not discovered it like I didn't know it existed, but if I would have been comfortable partaking in these things, I would have loved all that shit. But I was too socially awkward. I didn't know what to do at a party. When people got all excited about, let's go to a party at Wade's house on Saturday night. We got invited to this party. I'm like, what do? Do we just sit there? I mean, what am I supposed to do at this guy's house with all the? I mean, they're like, we can talk to everybody. I'm like, I do that all day at school. Why do I need to do it at a party?
The best thing to do at a party is wait till everybody gets drunk and then instigate everybody fighting. That's the fun.
You
go to somebody and go, you see that little guy over there? He's talking shit about you.
The great journalist Colin Moriarty once called me an agent of chaos. I think you're the agent of chaos. Yeah. I think you're the devil is who you are.
Maybe.
You might be. That's all right. But anyway, I never really was that kind of guy. But now I missed out on a lot not doing drugs. Fuck Nancy Reagan for fucking over my generation. What a bitch.
What did Nancy Reagan do?
She was the big just say no proponent, and they did a really good job of convincing us in Gen X. It doesn't mean no Gen Xers did drugs. Of course we did. But we were very much like, oh, we want to be successful. If you want to be successful and you don't want to escape reality, you're not a coward. You stay off the drugs and build something of your, it's a bunch of propaganda horse shit like everything else in this country that comes out of government.
Did they have DARE when?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember when DARE. Okay.
DARE.
I forgot what DARE stood from. And that's
drug and fucking
drugs are really exciting.
Exactly.
Drugs.
That's right. That's exactly right. I should have done it. I should have fucking done it. But yeah, no, I should have done a lot more weed. Anyway, the point is, no, I didn't have a party song. I did not have a go-to party song. If I were, what does a go-to party song do? What do you achieve?
You put it on and you get pumped to get more pumped.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is it like you're rolling up to the party and you're kind of getting in the party headspace? So
it's like it sets the vibe. There's one party song in particular that is just, I think it goes, "Get this party started on a Saturday night."
That's Pink.
That's
Pink for boom, 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 boom. Oh, I love Pink. Pink is amazing. Pink is an amazing performer, amazing singer.
Make me want to get crunk.
Oh well, yeah, no,
She looks like she smells good.
Yeah.
Nemo at $5 says, "I did way too many drugs. Wish Nancy was there for me."
Well, Nemo, listen.
Nancy Pelosi?
No,
Nancy.
No, yeah. Good for you, Nemo, for super chatting us, and good for you for doing drugs. We appreciate both those things, Nemo. Good sir. What was yours that made you want to get crunk then, as the kids say?
Oh, bunny.
Probably Blueberry Yum Yum. That's my jam.
That's that thing from that Modest Mouse or something?
Yeah, Loda. No, Loda.
Loda? If I was giving a speech, if they called me before Congress, and because like they're literally the Supreme Court cited God of War as one of the video games that made video games protected under the First Amendment, right? So if there was a weird alternate universe where they would have said, let's get the designer to even if it was something that important, or even if it was, I was talking to a doctor and the doctor's like, your entire family has a 98% chance of dying tonight because of just this. It was an incredibly ludicrous car crash. I would go, Luda. I would not be able to fucking help it. I wouldn't be able to help it. Listen, this is a song. So I used to love spinning when I lived in LA. And then when I moved to San Diego, I bought a spin bike and it was in the garage of our very suburban home. What happened?
When you first said spinning, I just pictured you like out in the yard spinning around until you said spin bike. Because I was like, what, Joe? You just spinning around? That was your party? Okay, go ahead.
Spin guy.
Well, what do you mean? That's what I did.
Even.
It's just twirling.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, just twirling.
Yeah, but look, so I loved it. I loved listening to the music, and one of the songs I love listening to very fucking loudly was this song from Lil' Kim called I'm bringing up the lyrics, How Many Licks?
Okay.
I'll just read you the first verse. I've been a lot of places, seen a lot of faces. Ah, hell, I even fuck with different races. A white dude, his name was John. He had a Queen Bee Rules tattoo on his arm. He asked me if I'd be his date for the prom, and he'd buy me a Porsche and a farm. Damn, my N-word from down south used to like me to spank him and cum in his mouth. And Tony, he was Italian. He didn't give a fuck. That's what I liked about him. He ate my pussy from dark till the morning, called his girl up, told her we was boning. Puerto Rican Poppy used to be a deacon, but now he be sucking me off on the weekend. And this black dude I called King Kong, he had a big-ass dick and a hurricane tongue. And that keeps going to how many licks does it take till you get to the center of the, right? Yeah. And I'm playing this loud as fuck, spinning like a motherfucker. And I'm seeing all these like people taking their little kids, walking to school, and you can hear it. It's just a garage door. And one time this mother just gave me this look like I will fucking kill you. And then took her hands and covered her little kid's ears. And I'm just like, lady, I had nothing. I'm glad she didn't confront me though. Cause it was loud. There was a time when I'm going to be honest with you. I'll tell you a very embarrassing but true story about me. This is so embarrassing, but it's true. Well, to me, it was embarrassing. It may not sound embarrassing, right? So there was a time when, our society is built around this idea of let's save relationships. There are marriage counselors and books, and just a vested interest in keeping people together for whatever reason. And I'm relatively sure my marriage is falling apart. We talk about it a lot. We went to therapy. Nothing was helping. We were just done. As that kind of a couple, we were just done. And there was about a 6-month period where I'm like, I'm going to become like hard. I'm going to become street. I don't mean I'm really going to go out in the street and shoot people, but I'm going to be like one of those kind of, badass motherfuckers, and that might make my marriage work, right? So I started working out more. I literally started reading Double XL magazine, which is like the rap. It's kind of like Essence, but rap, right? I was like wearing Prada shit. And I'm like, that's the moment I look back on my life and go, and there's even an interview I did with Jeff Keighley. I mean, to show you how bad I was at it, you can bring up the interview. It was one of the Dices. And I was trying to be in this headspace. And I just wasn't any good at it. I was horrible at it, It was so pathetic. And I know. But you try. You want to save your marriage. At the time you think you'll do anything, but I look back now and I'm just like, I'm super fucking embarrassed by that interview.
I need to say this.
Well, if the chat gives us $50 or 50 memberships, or no, let's just do, $50 in the next 20 minutes, I'll show you the interview with
if we get our first extension, we'll add it to the docket.
Literally,
I've never wanted anything more, y'all.
Oh, baby. It's not what you think, because it sounds like you think I am going to be up there like in a muscle shirt and like, it's pretty much just me. That's how bad my experiment was, is that the only real difference would be I talked a lot less. I was less verbose because I thought that was cooler, right? And there was an interview I did with GameSpot, and they were asking me like, "Well, what music are you listening to now?" And I was talking like Charmillionaire, some rap fucking thing. I don't even know who the fuck. Yeah, whatever his name was. and I'm like listening to that, wearing my Pradas, reading Double XL on the flight. And I'm like, dude, please, if I could go back in time, I would slap the shit out of that version of myself. But the guy wanted to save his marriage. He thought that was important. Now I look back and I say,
Pat won't fix a marriage. I don't know what will.
I would have lost my fucking soul, though. If I think about this, if being that guy would have saved my marriage, and I would have been happy my marriage was saved, I have to be that character for the rest of my fucking life. Oh God,
Yeah.
fuck that. Fuck that. No, thank you.
Two things for the chat. We are $33 away from the extension, the first extension, and Jaffe's little special video. Also, Anna G.
Zeke says, David Suge Knight Jaffe. You don't fuck with me, Keely. I'll dangle your fucking video game journalist ass over the goddamn balcony and shake you out. Because didn't he do that to Vanilla Ice or somebody? Anyway, go ahead. What Anna G saying?
Anna G in the chat is saying she lived a sheltered life, just like Tech Protect. Have I come off as living a sheltered life? Has that been the?
I think what she means is
MO?
you come off as somebody who lived in a shelter.
Okay.
Yeah, that checks out.
Oh.
Anyway, all right. So,
You make a good gangster, Jaffe.
can you imagine? They would be like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" Okay, the big beautiful bill has passed. We're not going to get into politics. I just want to mention that, according to Elon Musk, tomorrow, because he tweeted the other day, if this insane spending bill passes, the America Party will be formed the next day. Our country needs an alternative to the Democrat-Republican uniparty so that people actually have a voice. Hey, I'm all for
Are
it.
you showing this on screen?
Nope. Would you like me to? I can.
Yeah, it's always better. Yeah.
I mean, he can't run for anything like president because he's from South Africa. Yeah. But, he can still form a party and finance it. So, hey, man, another viable political party I'm in. But anyway, I only bring that up because... maybe we'll have a new political party tomorrow. Hey, awesome, Tatum. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the delectable gift membership that goes to our good, great friend and longtime builder of this fucking show and the king of our Discord, Robert the Moderate, who is salt of the earth, fellas. You won't meet a nicer guy except me when I was gangster. Because I was like the nice gangster. I didn't know how to do it. Okay. I want to show you briefly this. Now, this was meant to be. It was meant to be upsetting. It is clickbait. It is meant to engage, and it did. So understand that I know what the intention was behind this. But that said, it still pisses me off, and I want to share it. So you'll be pissed off, or you can agree with it. This is from CNN the other day. Here's this dick.
This is weird, and
I'm kind of with you on that, Bakari, but Scott.
I think we need restrictions on if you're over the age of 21 and you go to Disneyland or Disney World and you don't have children, straight to Alligator Alcatraz, El Salvador.
But have you
Now, of course, he's kidding about that. No one thinks he's serious, but that's not the point.
ever been to Epcot?
I'm just saying, this is weird, and talk about people that get in the way of things. You trying to take your kids there, and you got these weirdos walking around? I'm just saying.
Go to Epcot. It's great for grown-ups, okay?
Why are you
Everyone, thank you.
Okay, so fuck you. That's all I wanted to say is fuck you.
Yeah, that guy can eat my ass. I ain't ever been to Disney. I wasn't fortunate enough to get taken as a child, and I'm gonna go one day.
The next time you're
Letting
out,
this guy eat your ass?
the
That's fucked up.
next time you're out, we'll take you to Disney, because it is a delight. Listen to this, and as you can imagine, a lot of the responses. Can you imagine people in 1950 doing this? It's not 1950, you idiot. When I was in college in the 90s, too many theater kids had stuffed animals and recited the Muppet movie nonstop. Sometimes they watch it weekly along with The Little Mermaid. Grow up, people. What is it about some of these fucking... Let me ask you guys a question.
They don't like when other people enjoy stuff, and that's all it is.
Well, Okay,
Yeah.
there is that, but I think it's more than that because there is this. Here's what I think it is. There's this idea that I think if you are forced into adulthood and adult behavior, I don't mean acting like a responsible grown up when the time is right, but it seems like a lot of people had been convinced that anything that is childlike, not childish, but childlike, should be put away and shamed unless you're a little kid. And I think those people deep down resent it. I knew a guy, you guys, very successful guy, good looking, had the good looking wife.
Was it me?
No. Had the, look, you see our super chats tonight? You ain't very successful. Get to work. But very successful, beautiful wife in this very ritzy neighborhood, the kids and everything. And he would wake up at like 4 a.m. to do international finance, working from home. And he was fucking miserable. And all he wanted to do every now and then, he would break out some of the art he did in college and he would light up. He would fucking light up showing us his paintings and his sketches and stuff. And it doesn't mean that he should have been irresponsible. It's like, look, it's hard to make it as a professional artist. I'm not saying you don't also have to take care of your family, but it seems I think what it is there's so many people out there that took the idea of growing up not just as a, hey, you need to be responsible, but you also need to snuff out your light because the days of having fun, except on the weekend when you get so fucking drunk you don't remember it, are long over. I think that's what it is that makes people like this miserable sons of bitches. Can you imagine people like this in the 50s? It's not the 50s. No one wants to go back to the 50s, you stupid son of a bitch. Tech told me today I was too mean to people. He says, you're too mean to people in the chat, Jaffe. What do you think of that?
I agree sometimes.
Well,
Yeah, you're mean.
I'm not
Bio's
mean.
not mean. Nemo with $2 says, "Get to work." That's me. I should get to work. I'm sorry.
Goddamn right. Thank you so much, Nemo. We appreciate it. I'm not mean. It doesn't matter. Let's move on. I don't want to do. I don't want to do.
Rude.
I'm not rude. Let me give you a great example.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to talk about this. We'll talk about it later. Well, because I'm thinking about the conversation Tech and I had on a very contentious topic, and I said the difference, Tech, between me responding to you and me responding to some moron is that Tech had a different opinion. Right. Tech had a very different opinion on this very contentious issue. And I'm not going to bring it up because I don't want to get into politics, but it was a political...
I'm gonna bring it up. It's abortion.
Fine. And, okay, I mean, we can go there, but I'll defer to you and Bunny.
We'll dip a toe into abortion. It's just it's a casual topic for
But
conversation.
let me get the bigger point, though, when it relates to this, though, is that I had an opinion, Tech had an opinion. We discussed it, and at the end of that discussion, he had brought up a really interesting solve and an idea. And I was like, okay, all right, yep, that's a good idea. I'm down with that. I'm only assholes to people who don't offer up any kind of really thought other than just sort of bullet point, parroting, talking point horseshit. That, I mean, if that makes me an asshole, I guess I'm an asshole, but... Sorry. That's what I would say.
Yeah. I'm a nuanced thinker, Jeffy.
I'm a nuanced thinker. Ooh. Timbuktu says he agrees to disagree.
Yeah, the chat is saying who would win in an arm wrestling contest, Jaffe or Tech? I might give Tech the edge, says Awesome Tatum.
Well, that's $100. He'll come in.
Happy said he had no upper body strength the other day, so
yeah. I could still, for $100, I could gain some. I'll fight him.
Okay.
MK Ness says he thinks I'm mean. I'm really not mean. Yeah.
So
Aura says the paint the night parade at Disneyland makes me cry, and I don't care who knows it. Yeah, let people have the escape they have. Why is it okay for some of these?
Make time to feed your soul.
You have to.
Yeah.
Everything else is a conduit into being able to support the habit of feeding your soul, because otherwise what's the point? And it's not like these guys don't go out and do the same fucking thing with football games or the World Series. It's just that it's Disney. And it's like, fuck you, motherfucker. You know what? I like Disney. I like whimsical. I like rides.
I love magic.
I do too. I love Peter Pan. Go fuck yourself, you sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Fuck me, fuck you, Jaffe.
All right. Jaffe is soulless. Fuck you. Okay. I have a couple complete Disney VHS takes makes me happy, says Timbuktu. Right? They're beautiful. They're beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Maggot says that's why I watch anime. Okay. Well, that's dumb. I'm kidding. That's that's why I watch anime. It feeds my soul, even though my wife judges me. TT. I don't know what TT
I'm her
means.
wife.
Ooh, fun.
It's a face.
Oh, I love it.
She crying.
Awesome
No,
Tatum. I don't agree with that.
I'm Maggot's wife.
Okay. Awesome
no.
Tatum says Disney blows. Don't revamp Indy. Revamp the shit out of Indy. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Never make another Indiana Jones movie? Why? Because Harrison Ford's dead. Fuck that. No, Indy's a great character. Let's move the fuck on. You're just all
Guy's
kinds
too
of-
old.
Yeah, I say remake everything.
Yeah.
Like I want them to remake the Never-Ending Story so bad I can't
Oh, turn
stand it. Would it
around.
not be great now?
What is
Look
the
at what
never-ending
you
story?
see. I love
I'll
that
hit you.
movie. You're gonna hit
I'm gonna
me?
Google it.
I was just singing.
No, not you, Tech.
Oh, he's an
You were
idiot.
singing like an angel.
Goddamn right.
Story.
Goddamn right. No, Harrison Ford as Indy is the GOAT. Leave it alone. Okay. Well, I'll be sure to let, all the people who played Bond after Connery know they should have just killed it, back in the 70s. No. Okay, anyway. Timbuktu doesn't agree though, Bunny. He says don't touch the
I know most
never-ending
people
story. Why? Just remake the fucking
Bunny-
thing.
Yeah, remake everything, and guess what? If you don't like it, there's still the original, and you can like that.
Right. Shut up. Shut up. Okay. Bit my tongue. Willie says, can Jaffe fake being nice even once? I'm nice all the time.
He's being
Yeah, pay me a compliment.
What?
Pay me a compliment.
Oh, you think he's a fucking wizard? You can do magic?
No, but the compliment I gave you was, you brought me around on what I need to do some research, but what you said about your take on abortion was, all right, that's a take I hadn't heard. And my initial inclination
Well,
was
what was
to...
his take? Now I want to know.
All right, go ahead, Ted.
Well, I don't know if I should say.
Well, okay, fine. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, I can do it. My position on abortion, at least from like a male's perspective, is I agree that women should have the ultimate freedom to decide whether or not they want to carry. Males. They should be able to decide what they want to do with their body and if they want to have a kid and all that bullshit, right? They get to have that decision. Men are not granted the opportunity to be able to have the baby, right? Just naturally. If I could, right? If I can take that like stress from my partner and incubate a child within me, I definitely would. I don't want them to go through the trauma. That shit sucks. Having a kid sounds awful, dude. It tears you open. It's crazy. But since men don't have that opportunity, yeah, it can. But since men don't get that opportunity, right? They don't have that option. I think it's entirely up to a woman to decide whether she wants to carry it to term or not, right? But since men aren't afforded the opportunity.
So by the way, hang on. So that's where we agreed. We started off there. We both agreed that it should be the choice of the woman. Okay, and then Tech said this.
Well, because men are not allowed to have the opportunity to make those decisions, I think that it would seem fair for a man who got a woman pregnant to, within the same period of time, to decide on getting an abortion, should be able to decide if they want to be a part of that, like, upbringing of the child, right? If within the first, like, let's say 10 weeks, 12 weeks.
Financially or time or
they
whatever.
say, hey, I would much rather have had an abortion. If you don't want to, then I don't want to be a father. I want you to you sign this paperwork. You take full responsibility. Because again, I would love to have kids. I don't think this is the take I'd ever have. I would never want to. But for an individual, if both people are having sex and there's accidentally a baby made, right? Since one person can decide ultimately to have the kid, one person should also be able to decide to be a part of that kid's life.
Yeah,
and
I do think the father should help pay for the birth, but after that, it should be like, okay, if you want to back out, that's your call. I think
I agree with that, because the thing is, you don't really want a man in your child's life that isn't actually willing to be there. Why force them to be there? Because then it's a horrible situation. Like, my dad just dipped out, and that was probably a lot better than if he would have been around for the whole thing.
So that was what and I was like, and at first I was like, no, the guy should have to pay child support. And it was just kind of a knee-jerk response that a progressive guy like me has. And then when he offered up a more nuanced take on it, I was like, okay, that works. So I'm not an asshole. I'm only an asshole to somebody who would be like, it's abortion's against God and that's it. Or
at the beginning of that conversation, Jaffe did say, "No, don't be fucking stupid." Like, so it's a little bit there, here and there on whether or not Jaffe cares about the nuance.
I think you heard that. I felt that. Well, that's okay. Listen to this. I mean, I need to bring this up to you guys because I need to know. I need you to poke a hole in this because I'm confounded. I was listening to, and I don't know much about it. The Y Files. I've only recently come to know the channel and the podcast and right. And
I've watched everything they've ever posted.
Well, have you heard the recent one where he's talking about the chrononauts, where the guy goes back to see?
Yeah, I've got that one set. Yeah, I saw the thumbnail for that one. I haven't watched that one.
Okay,
yet.
well, let me first tell you just a high level version of that story, and then I want to tell you. And I don't know enough about the Y Files to know if he. And Chucklefish, zing. If he, I knew you did. If he, he seems like a pretty skeptical guy, but still open-minded, right? So I don't know where he does the debunking on this, but I was listening to it at first, and it was like he was telling it like it was factual. And it's the story. It opens with a kid who goes back in time from the 70s to hear the Gettysburg Address, and it starts talking about Tesla. And how Tesla, when he died, there were a bunch of files in his hotel and the government seized a bunch of them. And one of the things they seized was a machine that they built. And it turned out it was like a teleportation device that let you, when it worked,
I've heard about that.
Send people through time. And they couldn't do it with adults, they said, because the adult brain was already too formed and set in its ways. And so you would have like a crack up, right? But they realized that kids' brains are still growing and malleable and whatnot. And so they created this kind of little army of kid chrononauts. And I'll read, and there's a new book out about this, right? And this is where I need you guys to poke some holes because it's hard to believe and I need to understand this. This is what the book is called. I'm going to get it. The author only has like 5,000 people on Twitter. Maybe we can get them on the show. But the chronogarchy, how interdimensional quantum access time travel manipulates human events, human history, and the interlife. Okay. And here is a description of the book. It's based on a sworn affidavit. I'm just going to read. I hate reading on podcasts, but I'm just going to read, or whatever this is. But the book's based on a sworn affidavit by DARPA CIA whistleblower, member of Project Pegasus, which is what this thing was called, about the U.S. government's top secret quantum access time travel program in the 60s to the 80s. And the evidence published in the book, former chrononaut Andrew D. Basagio, whatever, was a time traveler for the U.S. government from the 60s to the 80s, confirmed that George Bush, his son, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and Joseph Robinette Biden were pre-identified by the government top secret time travel as future U.S. presidents in 1971 and groomed for their future positions by DARPA CIA in secret meetings. He personally witnessed a number of these time travel briefings and grooming sessions of presidents by DARPA and as a member of Project Pegasus. Now retired from U.S. government service, former chrononaut is an attorney, a member of the Washington State Bar, and U.S. District Court for the state of Washington, right? Here's where I get a little lost. This sounds like a really cool piece of fiction. If somebody says, hey, man, there's this new book you got to read, it's really fucking cool, I'd go, awesome. This is not, I mean, it might be fiction, but it's presented as real, right? It is presented, and obviously there is no evidence, there's no... So the CIA is not coming out and saying, yes, we had this. They're like, no, we don't know anything about what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. There are names that this guy cites of people who died trying to do this Tesla teleportation. And I haven't done the research yet to look into. I wonder if I can find those names and go, was this a real guy that mysteriously died working for the government? But here's why I'm befuddled. This is not a book based on some crackpot, right? This is a book based on a guy who was in the government, an attorney, a member of the Washington State Bar, and the U.S. District Court for Washington. And the book itself was written by this guy, Alfred Lambremont Webra, whatever. But listen to his statistics or his pedigree. Graduate of Yale Law School, Fulbright Scholar, taught at 2 universities, Yale and University of Texas, served as general counsel of the NYC EPA. He was a war crimes judge, United Nations Outer Space and Peace Representatives, and he directed the 77 proposed Jimmy Carter White House extraterrestrial communication study while a futurist at Stanford Research Institute. These 2 guys are not a bunch of dudes sitting in, a Joshua tree in a tent smoking weed and saying they're talking to the fucking stars. These are people who are like, so do I put it past people to lie when they go out of these prestigious jobs just to make money? No, of course not. But it seems weird to me that both of these people would stake a reputation on a pretty, societally celebrated reputations on something so silly sounding if it's not real. I mean, so how are we not losing our shit over this, given that these are the people who are telling us it's real?
Well, Philip Jaffe in the chat says, yeah, that guy is first class delusional, but very entertaining. And he tells the story consistently over many interviews. So, it could just be someone who was high up, lost his marbles, Jaffe.
Okay, but why both these guys? The author lost his marbles. The guy who did the affidavit, who worked at DARPA and CIA, both of these guys just went round the bend. Even though it could be, sure, I guess. Okay. Yeah. I mean, sure. That
seems like
do you think that's more likely, or that this is true? I mean, it's probably more likely that, because this is a crazy story, but
yeah, if it's something that the government could stop from coming out, they will. And I don't know.
It does make you wonder, though. I mean, then you have to get into that whole conversation about, okay, well, let's say it is true. Okay, well, if it is true, then they wanted 9/11 to happen. They may have even caused 9/11. That's a different conspiracy. But all the things that we look at as tragedies and bad things, maybe they're like, no, this is part of the plan. We've gone back 7 times. We lost World War II 7 times, and the 8th time is when we got it right. And now we're on this track. I don't know, but I'm going to get the book. It's a fascinating idea. Yeah. Philip says that he and Barack Obama were child soldiers on Mars together. He could be out of his goddamn mind. I get it. But there's a lot of people that are saying, not a lot of people, that's wrong, but there are people that were doing the remote viewing for the CIA that have said that Mars had active civilization how many, 1 billion years before Christ, right? And they are seeing it through remote viewing, and they send people to Mars through teleportation. I know.
Kind of crazy.
It's kind of crazy. I want it to be true. I want it to be true. I do. I want some of this shit to be true. I've lived long enough. I'm tired of the normal. I want some crazy in my goddamn life. That's what I want. This is kind of crazy, but not exactly. This happened this weekend. This is Bodiam Castle, Medieval Weekend. Now, this one was from a while ago, but they do it every year. It's a very famous castle in the UK or in Europe somewhere. I think it's in the UK. And they do this reenactment stuff that you're seeing on your screen. Well, you would think, Bunny Button, you would think. Oh. But this weekend, one guy got his face sliced open by a sword that went through the slit in his helmet, his armor. And he's authentic battle. It's an authentic battle. He's in critical condition. All these kids saw it. Everybody's terrified. He may not pull through. And fuck. Shit. I went to Medieval Times once, but it was absolutely nothing like that. But it was still. Is that
the restaurant?
That's the restaurant. Yeah. But
we should go.
Yeah, I'll go to Medieval Times. I mean,
Yeah. By the way, chat, we have 10 minutes left for you to drop a beautiful $11. And Jaffe will tell a story about, what was it, Jaffe?
Well, I won't tell a story. I'll show you an interview. But I mean, Gangster
Jaffe.
Absolutely.
$11.
$11. It's all going to cost you. And don't forget don't forget, we've got a goal tonight, 50 memberships, less than 50 now. In fact, let me update.
I misread that. That's $21. Sorry, Jet. $21.
Let me update the board because we have an IRL. How can you not love the idea of hanging out with us at Denny's virtually tonight? I don't understand what the hell's the matter with you. So get the memberships rolling in. Let's make it happen. In the goddamn meantime, in between time, where are we at on the 50 for extra minutes, Tech? Let me update
We're at
that.
$19 so far.
Okay. 19 out of 50. Holy shit.
Whoa!
Holy shit. All right, well, hang on.
They heard the calls, Jaffe.
All right, what do we got? 21 plus
Nemo
13.
with $21 puts us at okay, well, $21 from Nemo. Andrew with 13 says it's my birthday tomorrow.
We'll get
on
to
July
that.
4th? Hell yeah.
We'll get to that. Just like born on the 4th of July, Yankee Doodle. But let's keep going. We'll come back. We'll come back to Andrew and Gear. Thank you so much. Where are we at with the money? I'm losing my mind.
$55.
Okay, so we are currently at 5 out of 50, and we've already got one. We've already made it once, so we've got an extra 30 minutes tonight. Then Anna, thank you for another gifted. Where are we at with the gifted memberships?
We're at 3 gifted so far, Jeffy.
Including Anna's?
Including Anna.
All right, there we go, fellas. Now, I see in the chat you guys saying, oh, we'll go to the Waffle House. Again, I would love to go to the Waffle House. We just don't have one near us. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
The birthday.
To you. Sing it, Tech.
Oh. Happy birthday, dear President. Happy birthday to you. That's if Marilyn Monroe was a horse.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
You Miss Sassy Fetus putting her fetus in your mouth hole.
How come Bunny gets protections against the sexual harassment? I get none.
Because Bunny gets enough shit. Happy birthday, I got it, Andrew. Happy birthday. Ooh, look at Bunny getting sassy for you, Andrew.
I know. As soon as sassy comes out, I feel it in me.
What is the matter, Tech? You don't like Sassy Fetus?
You do what?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, why don't you like? I'm a little confused why you don't even like Sassy Fetus.
I don't even like Sassy Fetus.
I know, but why? What's the...
Look at it.
Okay, what about it?
It's she.
That's true.
It.
Okay, well, what's the problem?
It's not even American, Jaffe. You know what? I can make a quick buck if I just hold Donald Trump. Where the fetus has been hiding, you know?
This doesn't get old for me. It might get old for you guys, but it doesn't get old for me.
You
get old for the world, Jaffe. You're old.
Did you lose a tooth? God damn it, you idiot. What a son of a bitch.
No fun allowed.
He's really not fun at all. I think I should let my daughter know. It's like, your boyfriend is not fun. But happy birthday, buddy. Have a great birthday.
She's known.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
She knows that.
Cletus the fetus. You goddamn right. I'm not banned from Waffle House. I'd love to go. Are there any topics today? Oh, fuck you, Bukaki, you fucking idiot. Are there any? Okay. Now, am I mean? Is that mean? Yeah. Bukaki comes in and says, are there any topics today, or are they just doing whatever this is? Dude, we've been doing topics just because you're late.
Yeah. Aguirre says, Internet Hobo is better than Sassy Fetus. I fucking agree. Also, Mooch at $5 says, Madhouse.
Thank you, Mooch. We appreciate it, baby. Come on now.
Thank you,
yeah, thank you, buddy. Listen to this. Going back to the guy, it says the historical event drew a huge crowd. People were excited, including kids who were left shaken when the staged sword fight came to a disturbing end. And
you're a sword
we
fight.
Are appealing now. Well, I'm very excited. I know this is how my brain works, but I want to see footage. And the cops are saying we are appealing to anyone who has photographs or videos of the interaction that led to the injury to contact us. And so they're saying that the guy who did it, everybody's saying it was an accident. He's helping. He's working with the cops. But, that would be a pretty easy way to kill somebody and make it look like an accident. because you're doing it
Yeah,
out
he's gonna be
there.
with this girl next week.
Right. You're doing it out there in full view of everyone. So clearly you're not trying to get away with anything. It was just an accident. Everybody signed waivers. Oopsie. And, you know, now the guy's dead and yeah, you're fucking his girlfriend. Mooch, thank you so much for the super chat. What's insensitive of me? Fuck you. I'm not mean to, I'm mean to Bukaki all the, fuck you. Bukaki came in here and he was immediately insulting our content.
Bukaki would never do that.
Oh,
No, he's our buddy.
Or, yeah. Sweet guy.
I don't think so. I don't
Thank you,
think so.
Bukaki. This is for you. Mwah.
You're an idiot.
Oh, mwah.
Yeah.
All right, $5 from Mooch, right? We're at $10. $10. Come on, you guys.
Can you
Let's do
believe
it.
Jeffy has not complimented your hair today, Bunny? Look at you.
Look,
Like a Southern belle. You're out here.
I'm always
Summertime, 4th of July, hair up.
I'm always complimenting
Got the skirt.
Bunny. But look, here's how this works, okay? If you want me to compliment Bunny, guess what? When I give her a compliment, it's because it's genuine, okay? And it should be and again,
he didn't feel like complimenting me tonight because he doesn't like my.
I like your outfit. It's nice, but would I be lying if I said there are other outfits you've worn where I've been like, holy shit, woman, holy shit. And I've even said, and it is a very horrible thing to do to a colleague, but I know because we have the kind of relationship we do that it's okay because we've talked about it. But there was a night you were wearing the black leather fucking thing, bare midriff. I'm like, come on, woman. Don't expect me to do a fucking show with this. And then the fucking thigh high stockings, when you wear the goddamn thigh high stockings, and I can see a little bit of, come on now, woman.
I've always.
Oh my goodness.
What?
I love that. I think that is, but again, what am I going to do? So no, what you know is when I see something, and again, not that Bunny needs my approval or needs me to say something nice to her about the way she looks. You know, she's a nice looking lady, but when okay, well, I think you look nice tonight, but I don't really particularly care for your hair when it's up like that. It doesn't look bad. It's just not my cup of tea.
Wow, I'll never wear it like this again.
You can wear it. It's none of my business how you wear your goddamn hair. But don't fucking ask me. And this is why people think I'm mean when I'm just honest. You know, when you rather have a guy who's a friend, a colleague, or a boyfriend or a husband that you know is always going to straight shoot with you. It doesn't mean they're right, by the way. It's all subjective. But I'm kind of like, look, what do you want from me? I have preferences, right? Like, I'm sure there are certain black T-shirts I wear that you like more than other identical black T-shirts that I wear.
Yeah, I like when you wear your blue shirt.
You know I have a blue shirt.
Yeah, I like your blue shirt.
Are you sweet on? Are you sweet on me, Bunny Button?
I would never admit it.
Are you going to ask me to the Sadie Hawkins dance?
Yeah.
I don't know how to dance though. I'm really bad at it. As long as you're okay with that. And Modest Mouse comes on.
Rap and you'll be like, yeah.
Modest Mouse comes on and I'll just be like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with my body. I've never known. Listen to this though. Maybe because something traumatic happened to me when I was a kid, like this kid. Listen to this story. This is coming out of Arizona. I have thoughts. I'm sure you guys will as well. There were 3 females that tried to lure a guy into a bathroom, stab him in the stomach, and then write it off as a suicide. Have you heard about this story coming out of Arizona?
No.
What makes it particularly bizarre is those 4 females were 10 years old, and they were 5th graders. And
What?
they were arrested. They had a plan. They went to the Legacy School, Legacy Traditional School, and they had agreed to, quote, just end him in the schoolyard over this. What do you think that pissed these girls off? These 10 and 11-year-old girls, what do you think pissed them off to such a degree that they had a plan to lure him into the bathroom, stab him, and make it look like a suicide? Can you imagine if they would have pulled it off? That would be the worst detective people in the world in Arizona. If a bunch of fucking 10-year-old girls is like, well, that's a suicide. I don't know what to tell you. It's like,
These
really?
fingerprints are too tiny to test.
Does the knife smell like Justice perfume or Play-Doh or whatever.
Speaking of Justice perfume,
Yeah.
the Cat Guy Gaming says with $10. So when is tech gonna oil up? Now that
my
we're
God.
here,
No.
maybe I'll oil up. And
How
for
about-
another big dono?
Oh my God.
I'll hug Jaffe all oiled up.
Well,
I'll give him a big oil hug.
thank you so much for that super chat, buddy. Absolutely. We appreciate it. As for him oiling up, I can't help you.
I got an idea.
What's up?
And I am a genius.
You are a
so
genius.
We'll take up.
I'm not.
Lay him on the ground, and then Jaffe, you come in and just spin the hell out of him.
Or I could slide down. I could put a little chair on him and slide down a hill.
Yeah.
I'd do that.
Oh.
Tech's always like, we got to do IRL stuff that's crazy. I'm like, fine, I'll ride your ass down a fucking hill on a saddle, and you just lay there like a big fucking whale. We'll go up to Big Bear in the snow, and then we'll oil you up, and I'll ride you. Fine. I got no issues with that. We'll fucking put a sign behind you for like a sponsor. It's like Eat at Joe's. We make money doing that too. Why the fuck not? Why the fuck
I
not?
love it.
Yeah.
At Big Bear?
Yeah, Big Bear. Big Bear.
Big Bear.
But okay, but 10-year-old girls, and do you know why they decided to kill this kid? This other 10-year-old,
Why?
11-year-old? Well, I want you to guess. I want to see if you guys can come up with a reason.
He flirted with a different girl.
Kind of, but not exactly.
Okay.
Bunny, you get a chance to.
He liked one of them's friend.
Well, this is ridiculous. The suspects had agreed, you're both close, but not exactly. The suspects had agreed to just end him, quote, end quote, in the schoolyard over cheating allegations following a breakup. A breakup? You're 10. What the fuck? Cheating allegations, you stupid child. But that was what was going to end his life, is that.
Wow.
And so each girl was given a role as they. This is some Ocean's 11 shit.
Crazy.
These kids, once they get out of juvie and get back into the real world at 18, they're going to be pretty good managers or producers or something. Each girl was allegedly given a role as they planned to lure the boy to an outdoor bathroom and stab him in the stomach. One was tasked with bringing a knife. Another would forge a suicide note to make it appear as though the boy had taken his own life. Another would serve as lookout, and the fourth would carry out the stabbing. This sounds like in 150 years, it'll be like a London Bridge is falling down nursery rhyme. It's like one little girl bringing the knife, the other with the note explaining the end of his life. The third girl looked out for anything bad, while the fourth girl came and she would stab. The little boy died crying out for his mom, but the truth of the matter is, I got nothing after that. He would never go to prom, whatever. But this is like, it's almost like a little fairy tale.
Yeah.
The girls set the date to enact the plan, but some students overheard the details of the murder plot and informed the school. I'm not saying it's funny. 3 of the girls showed remorse while confronted, but one noted the fourth girl would start smiling and laughing when coming up with excuses over the murder plot. I mean, I imagine when all was said and done, most of them probably were like, okay, we're not really going to go through with this, are we? But maybe one of them was like, no, I'm going to stab the motherfucker. I mean,
Yeah, I'm doing this with or without y'all.
I mean, yeah, he's getting stabbed either way. Now,
A little stabby today.
yeah. So I don't fucking know, but that's a real story. And Tech and I were talking about it earlier about being a parent to one of these kids, and it's like, if it was my son that they were going to stab, I don't know, man. I mean, what are you going to do? You can't go beat up a bunch of 10-year-old girls.
Stab all their dads. Oh yeah.
Stab the dads.
Do you think? I mean, look,
Yes.
Nemo! $10. Choo
Whoa!
choo. Mish is here.
Thank you, Nemo. We appreciate that very, very much. Morgan says this is hilarious. It's horrible. It's horrible. What are you talking about?
Now, what a nightmare for all the parents. All
Yeah.
of them.
Right.
Even
Okay, that
ones finding
sounds-
out their little daughters are psychopaths.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's just, it makes you kind of go, like, I mean, I've raised 2 kids, and
Sure.
Calvin will tell me that there were times when Sarah would literally take like a bicycle pump, which has the sharp spike on the end of it that you put into the basketball, and she was trying to shove it into his head, into his ear. And
Yeah.
Calvin's like,
That's my baby.
Calvin says you walked in and stopped it, and I don't even remember it. Right? I'm like, are you sure that fucking happened? So I don't fucking know.
Jake, you ever sleeping with one eye?
You goddamn
Well,
right.
you know what? When Sarah first moved to Vegas, right? She came over one time to like see how things are. She spent like a week out here, 2 weeks.
Oh.
I was more scared of her than she was of me.
Why?
We talked about it like afterwards, but I was like, yeah, no, I was panicking. Like I thought you were like, what if she went into like my my little gun area and she grabs a gun? And I was like, I don't know.
It's like a suicide, yeah.
Yeah, she had like a suicide.
And she goes back home.
Yeah, my vibes are like very like I'm I'm like a little teddy bear guy. I don't really bother nobody. I'm just a little guy, you know. But she was like, we would just be chatting about whatever, and she's like, you know what the feeling a serial killer gets right before they kill somebody. It's kind of like when a normal guy sees a food they like. I was like, what? Where's it? What do you mean? We're supposed to the Denny's. I'm sitting there like,
She
oh,
is
look,
so
She's like,
creative.
both feel
I
great.
love how creative my kid is. That's the
I was like, oh, I love country fried steak. What's your favorite thing to eat at like a diner? Serial killers get a similar feeling when they look at food they like.
my amazing, beautiful, sweet Sarah Ann is out of her goddamn mind sometimes, but I'm so proud of her. I think she's just such a little. What an independent spirit. She makes me very, very happy. I'm so proud of her. Both my kids, both my fucking kids.
Mish with $10.
Well,
choo-choo.
thank you, Mish.
And the rest.
Look, Mish, that is very generous. We appreciate it. We might get up to actually an extra hour tonight. Look, man, I thought
$11 away.
we're $10.
$10 away.
Thank you very much, Mish. And don't forget, we're only a couple of memberships away from going to Denny's tonight after the stream and IRL streaming. Don't you want to know what I order at Denny's? No, Jaffe. What's that?
So you're gonna get to Denny's and the inside's gonna look like a hospital.
I know. Fuck that. Well, Denny's is closed. Denny's is closing down, right? They're going bankrupt and stuff.
Oh
so.
yeah.
Yeah, but we have bigger problems.
That true?
Yeah. No, I mean they're slowly winding down the operation, as they say.
I like anyways.
Okay. Okay. This is something, man. This was happening in I want to say, I want to make sure I get the country right. Good, Jaffe. You should probably, if you're going to do a news story, get the country right. I know, okay, but it's Livingston, and I don't know where Livingston is. It's somewhere. Good, Jaffe. Shut up. Now listen.
It's somewhere.
This that I'm about to tell you gets to the essence of one of the things that I find fascinating, because Tech will tell me. He says, Jaffe, you just don't like authority. You don't like authority figures. And my default setting is like, yeah, duh. Like, is there anybody, and I'm genuinely asking, are there people out there that like people having authority over them and like people telling them what to do? And are you in the chat? And if so, talk to me about this. What? Why would you like that? Who are these people?
There's certain people that just really like structure and somebody telling them what they can and cannot do.
But why? What is? I mean, you're not one of those people, Bunny. I know that.
No, but I know people like that.
Put your hair down, Bunny. Just do it.
No.
Oh, I love that.
Too many bobby pins in here.
Bobby pins. I haven't heard bobby pins since my mama was alive. But. Yeah, I mean, but I guess, I mean, authority is required to have a civilized society, says Willie. People want to feel safe, says Philip. See, this is why I don't read the chat, by the way. We're going to get back to the story.
Yeah, you were saying it's in Livingston?
But I'm being trolled in the chat right now, and they want me to
Yeah.
respond, Tech. Do I ignore it?
Jeffy!
You're the
You said
producer.
Livingston, right?
You're the producer. Do I ignore it? If
You see
so,
what I'm doing? I'm doing the thing.
He's
Where's
trying to
Livingston?
look over here.
I just want to know if I should take it off my screen. Just answer me.
No,
Probably.
just talk to me. Look, we said it was in Livingston, but you don't know where that's at, right?
No, no. But it's not important.
You said earlier, what the fuck? You like 5 minutes ago, you were like, "Yeah, this happened in Livingston. I don't know what country it's at."
I
Maybe
think
should
it's
know what
I think
country.
it's Scotland. Okay, it happened in Scotland. Are you satisfied?
Okay.
You fat fuck.
yeah,
Now-
Livingston, Scotland.
Now,
15 miles from like Edinburgh, or like 30-ish.
but
40-ish
okay,
miles
You
from
already
Glasgow.
just know this,
yeah,
right?
but people like authority. I guess people want to feel safe, like Philip is saying. I find it really distasteful. I'm not. I don't have a problem conceding or abdicating control to someone when they are better at what needs to be done. I'm not going to fix my plumbing, right? But you know, there's study after study, starting with what was the study called in the 60s at Stanford with, I think Jaffe was a guy who ran it, where people were sending electrical volts to the other guys, and they did it because the head experimenter just telling them to do it.
Yeah.
I forget what that was called. And then there was a recent one where they made sure that the people who even knew about that experiment, that wasn't enough to stop them from basically doing the same thing. It may have been called the Stanford experiment. I don't know. But
It is the Milgram experiment.
is that the new one or the old one? The first one. The first one at Stanford was the Milgram experiment.
It's the Stanley Milgram experiment, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Stanley.
Isn't it Yale?
No, it was Stanford.
Yale
I
did it?
think. I don't know. But Stanley Milford is no good. He smells like cheese, and I think he basically
Yeah, it's from Yale in
touched
the 60s.
my
You know.
ex-wife inappropriately.
Whoa!
The point is this, though. So I'm always, I get my dander up when I hear a story like what I'm about to share with you guys, because I don't see how you give your freedom over this easily. But people do it every day, to cops, to ICE agents who may not even be ICE agents, to pastors and rabbis and religious leaders and other faiths, whatever. And I struggle with it. Listen to this
Who
guy.
doesn't do that, Jaffe?
I don't.
Mish with $10 says, here's 10 for Jaffe to not ignore the chat.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that to me. I'm trying to work with Tech to make a good show, Mish. You know we love you.
Wah, wah, wee, wah.
Well, what do I do, Tech? What do you want me to do?
Thank you, Mish.
Well, we'll engage the chat. We'll be here.
All right,
But
thank
let's do
you.
the story.
All right, so
Tell us
we
the
have
story,
an
Jeff.
extra hour of content tonight, and it may be
Yeah.
happening at a nice little table at Denny's.
Could be.
Maybe.
Mwah.
Maybe. Let's go, boys. Why do we get so many super chats, but we never get memberships? What's that about? What's the psychology behind it? Doesn't matter. Okay, so listen to this guy. Pastor sexually assaulted women. And I'm going to tell you why in a second, but I want to let you know coming up later in the show, we have a test, by the way, that you can take. It's a 10 multiple choice test to determine how much you concede your own power to authority. And it's not judgy. It's just like it'll judge you, but it won't judge you like one's negative. It's just like you tend to do X, Y, or Z. Okay. Pastor sexually assaulted women, saying he was exorcising the woman's demons. Okay. This guy was a cult leader. His name is Walter Masoka. He groped a woman in her home, telling her she was a gift to him from God. He also attempted to rape a young woman and indecently assaulted her during a campaign of sexual abuse going 6 years.
Oh my God.
This woman the 39-year-old was 20 when he began sexually abusing her. She said most people in the church referred to him as dad or daddy and looked at him as a father figure. He would tell me, she said, God said I need to look after you and has given me special love for you in particular. He told me to love you in any way you want to be loved. You don't need a boyfriend. Okay? This motherfucker lives in I assume the cost of living in Scotland is a lot cheaper than San Diego. This guy lives in a $500,000 7-bedroom mansion. He clearly has done well being the leader of his own little church. The woman's husband gave evidence that they later followed the tradition of confronting the accused about his abuse to allow him to answer the allegations. This guy dropped to his knees and asked them to pray for him, saying, "I'm so sorry, I loved you too much." They also heard about another woman that he subjected to inappropriate advances. This is the one that gets even freakier. The woman who had asked the accused to pray for her husband to travel to join her in Scotland said he had told her that God had given her to him as a gift and ordered her to kiss his holy lips. She said he tried to justify putting his hand down her pants, groping her vagina by claiming he was removing demons from her body and giving her blessings in return. Summing up the case, the prosecutor said she was looking for prayer and she found herself being preyed upon. The man wasn't just a pastor and a preacher. He was a predator who thought his power and position rendered him immune from suspicion. And there is a point where you just have to ask, what the fuck's the matter with some people? You know, and again, this is that thing where, Jaffe, why aren't you, of course I feel for the victims. Of course I feel for the victims. But, and I get it, a lot of people aren't in a position. They don't have the privilege of being able to walk away. Maybe her whole life had been tied to this religious cult, and what is she going to do? Hit the streets tomorrow with a young kid and go, well, I guess we're moving on. I just don't know. But whether it's this or Scientology or any traditional religion, I think the world would be better off if we just, Philip's in the chat. I argue with him about this at times, about the Constitution, I know the Constitution's great, but I don't think humanity can live up to it yet. I don't think we're evolved enough. And I do think benevolent dictatorship that rotates every 3 years or something is the way to go. I don't know. That's probably not true. But the point is, though, you know what they say the number one way to get away from this shit is and not fall for this shit is meditation, is having an awareness of your fucking thoughts. So you can recognize when you are falling for a lot of this horse shit. And I was going to move the test to the end. Should we do you still want to take this test to see how easily you secede or give up your power to others at the end, or you want to do it now?
We can do the test soon.
Okay.
But yeah, this is fucking disgusting. I also want to point out the super chats that came in. Nemo for $10 said, "Can we get a recap of what a gangster Jaffe was for Mish? He doesn't believe me." And Mish is asking in the chat about the gangster you, which we did make the goal to show the interview.
All right. By the way, where are we at with money so I can update that? I thought we were already at
we're at 112.
So, so we're 1 hour and then we're $12 into the next hour.
Yeah, we're $12 into another half hour.
Okay, this didn't update. I see. For some reason my OBS is locked. Okay. So it's $12
in. Going an extra hour tonight.
Okay.
Woo.
Woo!
All right. But this is updating on YouTube, right? Because my OBS is frozen.
Whoa! And JSD gave 5 gifted members.
Hey, thank you, buddy. Holy cannoli. Thank you, sir.
Puts us at 7. 7 for the night.
Thank you, JSD. No, it puts us at 10. Oh, yeah. 8. We were at 3, so we're at
8. We have one from Anna G. We have one from Tatum. Oh, yeah, we have 3. Another from Anna G. So, yeah, we're 8.
Yeah, 8 up. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Just tell me before we get to this topic, though, is the YouTube updating, does it currently say like 12 or 11 out of 50 and 8 out of 50? It
says 12 out of 50 and 8 out of 50.
Okay, good. Yeah, so my screen, for whatever reason, is locked. Okay. But, yeah, I mean, it's a crazy story that this guy, that people get away with this all the time. And it's really hard because I understand enough about this stuff to go, if you're born into a family where your mom is like this and she's subservient to your dad and he's kind of an asshole and no one ever comes along to save you, or your mom never finds the way to get out, you're raised that this is normal. And so if you're one of these abusers like this guy, you're probably going to head out into the world and go, these people are constantly being generated by traumatic childhoods and they're my fucking meal ticket. And I don't get it. And I even wonder, does that guy feel that he is a product of a traumatic childhood? Like, do you become this kind of guy because you're just fucking evil, or do you become this guy because you yourself are like just scrambling to make anything work because there's no safety net for you?
Yeah, well, I know the guy that ran the cult that I fell into.
Yeah.
If the stuff he said about his childhood was true, he had a horrible childhood then, like horrible abuse. So if
Did
that
he
was
know he was running a cult, or he didn't see it as that?
Oh, he was fully aware of what he was doing.
Yeah, but did he know, oh,
Yeah.
I'm one of those guys? I'm one of those David Koresh like guys?
I think he knew what he was doing, but like everyone in the town would talk about it being a cult and he would always deny it and stuff. But
Right.
he was smart. He knew what he was doing.
You know who's helping you run a cult, Jaffe? Mish with 10 gifted members to the
Mish!
Jaffe channel.
Holy shitballs. That deserves a song. Thank you, Mish. Let's do a song for good Sir Mish. But I'm going to do it because I am the creative genius. And Bunny can do it because she's the creative genius. Tech, you just sit quiet and dance. You just dance, Tech. There's a man named Mish who lives on a dish. He's really, really tiny because he's shrinking really fast. Hurry, Mish, hurry, get your magnum opus out before you shrink into a little quark. Bunny, what's his magnum opus gonna be about?
His magnum opus is gonna be being the cutest dang boy I've ever seen. And he's just so cute and he's just so sweet and makes Tech want to move his feet. Woo!
Then one night, the mother of the house came home and saw Mish, but thought he was a mouse because he was tiny. That's in parentheses, because he was tiny. Because he was tiny. And so she killed him and put him in the meatloaf. And he's dead and in people's poop now. But we still love him, Mish.
Woo! Love you, Mish.
I like how Tech had to find a way to participate. He's like, I want to contribute too.
Good.
They're not letting me sing, so I have to do something.
great.
He did great. That was great.
Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah.
Mish! Thank you, Mish.
Thank you, buddy. What does that kick us up to? I already did it. Wait, no, did I already do it? I don't know anything about me.
18 gifted members.
18.
Here we
We're
go.
almost there, you guys. Come on. Rudy Tooty, fresh and fruity. Moon's over my hammy. Mozzarella cheese sticks. Being at Denny's at 1 a.m. with the creator of God of War virtually and the creator of Twisted Metal. That'd be me. Playing the claw machine games. If you can get Tech to fucking agree to it, if I win a claw machine game, we'll send it to you. But Tech's got to agree
No.
to fucking do it because I'm not
we won't
fucking
do
doing it.
that.
Well, because
But we'll play the claw machine game and I'll keep it.
Okay.
There's somebody yelling out in my woods.
Are you okay? There,
Is
you
it
live in
really?
the middle of nowhere. You want to? Whoa! Don't open
I
that.
ain't going out there. I'm
Well,
gonna
don't-
stay right here.
Yeah, you want to turn off your light? What are they yelling?
I don't know. It kind. Hold on.
Is he saying you should have liked my videos?
Oh, hold on a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no.
Please tell me this is
Oh, no. Not scripted, by the way.
not scripted.
We have the cat. The cat is concerned.
No, don't fucking start anthropomorphizing the situation. The cat's fine. Look at him. He's like, good.
Cat
more-
doesn't know
he's
what's
he's
going
like,
on.
more room for me. Look how happy the cat is. Bunny got off the fucking chair. What was that?
I don't know.
But
I
what
ain't
was?
going out there?
But what was the sound?
It kind of sounds like maybe somebody's like looking for their dog. Maybe.
Bunny, you gotta turn
You
off.
got
turn
a
off your
knife.
lights real quick.
You got a knife. You got a gun.
Yeah, I got a gun.
Well, go
Yeah,
get your
it's-
goddamn gun, Bunny.
I locked the door. I'm good. It
I'm
It kind
good.
of sounds like somebody's looking for their dog. Or
How
something.
fast can you get
Like-
to your gun?
It's like literally on the booth.
Okay, so quick.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm nervous now.
I'm not nervous. Bunny will kick their fucking ass.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, and as my good ears got the mic on it, so
Do you need to go for a little and make sure everything's okay and just come?
nah. I think it sounds like they're yelling like a dog's name over and over again. So
What's the dog?
I think
Bunny! Bunny. Is
For
it
a
the dog?
minute, I did think they were saying Bunny, but I think they were saying Jerry.
Doesn't
Okay.
sound like a dog's name.
Yeah.
Only you would think a dog would be
Who's
called
gonna-
Jerry.
Well, my cat's name's Marvin.
Yeah,
so-
you're
You're a
the weird
weirdo.
one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe
we have,
this-
we have
Well, the people
Courage
in my
and
woods are
Ace.
probably a weirdo too. would bet.
Is
JSD has dropped 2 gifted members.
Is it
during
Newman? It sounds like it's like Jerry. What? Okay.
I get that reference.
Yeah. All right. Well, 2 gifted. Thank you so much, JSD. We very much appreciate it. My delightful, whimsical skedaddler. We are at 20. We are only, my dear friends, 30 away, and we will hit the road later tonight and go to Denny's with you guys. Meantime, though, do we want to take the test, or do we want to talk about the last thing science says you hear before you die?
Well, I don't know, let's not do the dying thing with Bunny having a person in the woods.
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Bunny,
good.
well-
I'll
well-
out crazy them.
Wait,
I'll join their cult. I'll be like, let's go find Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry's in my fucking pot. I'm cooking him, bitch. You ever want to see him again?
Let's do the test, Jaffe. Where's
All
your
right.
test at?
Where's my test at? It's at the end of the preposition, at the end of the sentence. Okay, so. All right, there's only 10 questions. I'm going to be very quick on this. We're not going to spend a lot of time. You can take this on your own, and you can see how quickly you cede your freedom to authority figures. That is what the test is designed to tell. Each question has 5 possible multiple choice answers. And as soon as I can find a goddamn pen, we will begin. Oh, here it is. Okay. I have a pen for Miss Lynx. Look at me go. Thank you, Lynx. Appreciate it, buddy. Okay. And I'm tired of that, too. Lynx has been nothing but cool. You can't have it.
Tired of everything, Jaffe.
Tracy.
What'd she say?
Tracy. She
Oh,
said,
shit.
so plot twist. Bunny has been having multiple attempts of kidnapping, but no one has succeeded. But now she will have the ultimate kidnapper.
The guy who has this dog named Jerry? That's the kidnapper? Yeah, well, maybe... is there a little Mexican to save you this time?
There's no little Mexicans.
Oh, man. There's no...
I'm
Thanks,
ashamed.
Trump. Thanks, ICE.
Yeah.
We lost Bunny, but asshole. All right, well...
Oh, they did say Ice was recently at a Starbucks near me, and I was like, I don't know a single Mexican that ever goes to that Starbucks.
Well, you don't have to be illegal anymore. They just want to make their quota.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah,
don't give a
it's
shit.
true.
When an authority
Yeah.
figure... Go ahead, Tech, what?
Test.
All right. When an authority figure... Write these down. Write these down. When an authority figure gives a rule that feels wrong, you internally debate it. This is A. Internally debate the rule, but probably go along with it. B. Find a loophole and use the loophole quietly. Push back on the authority figure and question it openly. D. Assume it's pointless to resist. Nothing changes anyway. E. Obey immediately because rules exist for a reason. Okay? Authority figure gives a rule that feels wrong. Do you A. Debate it but go along? B. Find a loophole and use the loophole? C. Push back and question openly? D. Assume it's pointless to resist. Nothing changes anyway. Or E. Obey immediately. You guys got your answer?
Got my answer.
Yes.
All right. Number 2. Your gut tells you something is off. Your gut tells you something's off. What do? A. Investigate and act fast. Intuition is rarely wrong. B. Numb out. If it's bad, someone else will deal with it. C. Analyze it logically and take cautious steps. D. Do you ignore it when your gut says something's wrong? Gut feelings are just anxiety. Or E. Say something performative about vibes, but don't change behavior. Your gut says something is off. Do you A. Investigate and act fast? Go with your intuition. B. Do you numb out? If it's bad, someone else will deal with it. C. Analyze logically and take cautious steps. D. Ignore it. Gut feelings are just anxiety. E. Say something performative about vibes, but don't change your behavior. Okay. You guys ready?
Okay.
3, when you see someone challenge a popular belief. Someone is challenging a popular belief. Basically anything I say on Madhouse.
That's what I say, so Jaffe.
Yeah, Jaffe. Do you A, feel uncomfortable? They're probably wrong. B, echo their views enthusiastically, even if you don't fully understand. C, respect their courage and engage if you feel grounded. D, think they're wasting their breath. It's all theater. E, quietly agree but worry about social fallout. Someone is challenging a popular belief. Do you A, feel uncomfortable? They're probably wrong. B, do you echo their views enthusiastically even if you don't fully understand? C, respect their courage and engage if you feel grounded. D, think they're wasting their breath. E, quietly agree but worry about social fallout. Okay, you guys good?
I hate all those responses, but okay.
Number 4, you're offered a high-paying job that clashes with your values. What do you do? A, do you take the job that clashes with your values? Values are flexible when the rent's due. B, you walk away. My soul's not for sale. C, take it for now but feel unsettled. D, sabotage it. That's a deep cut. Sabotage it to avoid making the decision. Sabotage it to avoid making the decision. Or E, brag about rejecting it for moral reasons, then secretly take it. One more time. Somebody comes to you and offers you a high-paying job, friends. It clashes with your values. Do you A, take it? Fuck it. Values are flexible when the rent's due. B, walk away. My soul's not for sale. C, take it for now, but feel unsettled. D, sabotage the situation to avoid having to make the decision in the first place. Or E, brag about rejecting it for moral reasons, but still take it. You guys good?
Yeah.
Yep. Number 5, your media diet mostly consists of A, mainstream news, popular podcasts, and top content. B, offbeat or independent sources you verify yourself. C, rage bait and anti-establishment creators you barely fact check. Yeah. D, a bit of everything because you trust nothing. Or E, headlines only. Anything deeper is too much effort. You want to hear it again? Or are we good?
Good.
Bunny?
What was the letter for the last one? What
Yeah.
does it go to?
Your media
E.
diet mostly consists of A, mainstream news, popular podcasts, B, offbeat or independent sources you verify yourself, C, rage bait and anti-establishment creators you don't fact check, D, a bit of everything because you trust nothing, or E, headlines only. Anything deeper is too much effort. Good to go? All right. Number 6, your biggest fear is A, being tricked, used, or caged. Being tricked, used, or caged is your biggest fear. A. B, losing your tribe and social status. B. C, life being meaningless no matter what you do. Meaningless no matter what you do. D, waking up too late to change anything. Or E, looking stupid for believing the wrong thing. Your biggest fear, being tricked or used or caged. B, losing your tribe or social status. C, life being meaningless no matter what. D, waking up too late to change anything. E, looking stupid for believing the wrong thing. All right, next one. Number 7, almost done. What's your reaction to this phrase, fellas and filettis? That's just how things are. What is it Rastov hates? It is what it is. What is your reaction to this phrase? That's just how things are. A, that calms you. There's order and tradition. B, you side-eyed it hard. That's the language of control. C, you shrug. It's probably true. D, you immediately want to burn the system down. E, it makes you uncomfortable, but you pretend it doesn't. That's just how things are, they say, and you say A, it calms you to hear that. You like tradition. B, you side-eyed it hard. That's the language of control. You shrug. C, you shrug. It's probably true. D, you immediately want to burn the system down. E, it makes you uncomfortable, but you pretend that it doesn't. That's a hard one.
Is that it, Jaffe?
No, I was just having to decide. That's been the hardest one for me so far. Is 7. The last two, the last 3. Sorry. 8. When you're the odd one out in a group, do you A, lean into it? Outsiders often see clearly. B, shapeshift a bit to blend in. C, leave the group. What's the point if they don't get you? D, freeze. It's overwhelming to stand out. E, pretend you don't care but obsess over it later. One more time for the kids in the back. When you're the odd one out in a group, do you A, lean into being odd? Outsiders often see clearly. B, shapeshift a bit to blend in. C, leave the group. What's the point if they don't get you? D, you freeze, man. It's overwhelming to stand out. And E, pretend you don't care, but you obsess over it later.
What was A one more time?
Shut the fuck up. What was what?
A.
A is lean into the fact that you're the odd one out. Outsiders often see clearly. Last two. You ready?
Yes.
Yep.
I was drawing a monkey.
You're.
Let's go, Jeffy. Dead air.
No, I'm just thinking of how to respond to Bunny's last comment. Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Your relationship to social norms is A, they're usually helpful even when annoying. B, a script for keeping people asleep. C, social norms that are useful in theory, often abused in practice. D, a game you exploit when it benefits you. And E, mostly irrelevant. You're not playing. Social norms, the way you respond to social norms. A, they're usually helpful even when they're annoying. B, they're a script for keeping people asleep. C, they're useful in theory, but they're often abused in practice. D, you exploit it when it benefits you. Or E, they're mostly irrelevant. You're not playing. And then we have one more. The final question. What does being free mean to you? What does being free mean to you? A, it means making your own choices even when it's hard. B, not being controlled by anyone or anything. C, being seen and validated by others. D, no expectations, no consequences. Or E, having enough comfort you never need to think about freedom. What does being free mean to you? A, making your own choices even when it's hard. B, not being controlled by anyone or anything. C, being seen and validated by others. D, you have no expectations, you have no consequences. And E, having enough comfort that you never need to think about freedom.
All right. Was that it?
That's it.
Oh, that was
Hell yeah.
All right, how to score it. Okay, let me see.
Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
What was A again on that last one? What was it?
Making your own choices even if it's hard.
Okay, never mind then.
So now I want you to go through and how many
Can you
A's?
read all of them to me again? I'm sorry.
You were drawing
That one was hard
you were
for me.
drawing a rabbit.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't drawing my monkey until you were
10.
talking.
What does being free mean to you, Bunny Button? A, making your own choices, even when it's hard. B, being free means I'm not being controlled by anyone or anything. C, being free means I'm being seen and I'm validated by others. D, no expectations, no consequences. Or E, being free means having enough comfort that you never need to think about freedom.
Okay.
Okay, go through the A's, write down how many A's you have. Go through the B's, write down how many B's you have. Do the same with the C's and the D's and the E's. All right. Tech, let's start with you. What do you mostly have?
I have 3 C's, 2 D's, 2 E's, 2 B's, 1 A.
Okay, so you're mostly C's, right? Bunny, what
Yeah.
about you?
I have mostly B's. I have 4 B's.
All right, let's go with Bunny first. Bunny, this is what it means. You are an awakened disruptor. You resist illusion, challenge norms, and act from principle even when it costs you. You're not just out of the matrix, you're mapping the exits for others. So you don't have a very good relationship with authority figures. You don't like people telling you what to do. That's according to this. Tech and I, believe it or not, have the same, mostly C's. I'm a little bothered by this. No. Yeah. Yeah. God damn it. I have 3 B's, 2 A's, 1 E, and 1 D. So I have 3 C's. So this means we're conflicted, technology protection. You play both sides. You sense something's wrong, but fear losing comfort, status, or control. You're in the matrix, but you know it. So I don't think that's accurate for me. It might be for you, Tech, but...
Why?
Well, because I think I resist illusion, challenge norms, and act from principle. But maybe I'm wrong.
What do you think I do?
I think you are you're aware of it, and you don't necessarily like it, but you will take advantage of it when it suits you. And sometimes you're willing to just go, that's the way things are. And I like the way things are enough that I'll eat a shit sandwich from time to time.
No.
Well, that's what C says.
Me being the only one who is broken out of the Matrix, I can help y'all.
I would love your help. What?
Y'all gotta stop with the politics. That's the problem. That's the only difference.
How is
Stop.
that? Where?
Be your own politician of your own life. You decide. You govern your own life, and you're the president. I'm the president. I'm a baby in my universe.
Okay. Well, what happens? What happens when ICE comes to your door? You're gonna I'm the president? They're gonna go away?
Good. Have fun finding me. I live out in the woods.
Well, Jerry's owner seemed to find you pretty goddamn easy, didn't he?
He's looking for his dog out in the woods.
Well, maybe that's just an ICE, kind of underground operation thing. You don't know anything about what they do in their day-to-day. All right, well, there you go. Listen to this, fellas. This is important because you're going to die one day. You're all going to die one day.
No. I'm never going to die.
Science has come out and said this is the last thing you're going to hear before you die. We've talked about this part, but we haven't talked about the audio part. Research into the brain has revealed chemicals released just before death do indeed cause memories to flash rapidly in your mind, giving you the ability to see your whole life in a matter of seconds. And there is also evidence your brain activity continues for a short period after you are officially declared dead, meaning when the doctors officially say time of death 2:43, there's still brain activity going on. And so basically what we get from this is it is within these final moments, says the study, of brain activity that your hearing ceases, though, and you're likely to hear the worst possible thing in that short period of time before you pass away. So your hearing goes, but your consciousness stays. So you have a few moments, at least 2 or 3 minutes, to reflect upon the last thing you heard, is the idea. As reported by the Express newspaper, the last thing many patients hear just before they die is what? What do you think it is?
I think it's a humming in your ear.
No.
The static of the TV at 2 a.m.
It's words. It's words.
Is it?
Oh, your name.
It's the doctor's calling time of death is the last thing you hear. So you know they've given up. If it's like, time of death, 2:43, and you're like, but I'm not dead yet. I'm here. What are you talking about? Can you imagine? Can you imagine the fucking fear that even though I guess you're dead to some degree, it would, Alexander the Great's body literally laid there for 4 days and it didn't rot. And people were like, yeah, but he's dead. He must be a god. And that's why he was able to achieve what he did, because he's not rotting. It's because he wasn't dead. He was on the verge of death, but he still had full awareness apparently. And he had a disease they know now or he had a condition at the end that they know now is like, he was paralyzed. So he was able to hear all of the planning for his funeral and all the people talking, I never liked that fucking asshole, and all of this shit they might have said, right? So time of death, but then the other thing is, which is either nice or not, depending on how your loved ones feel about you, in addition to proclamations of your own death, there's also the chance you're able to hear full conversations, including those made by your family, friends, or anyone close to you the moment you pass away. My mom sat at the bedside of my dad when he took his last breath. And she tells me, well, she doesn't anymore because she died too, but she told me about it. She said, she saw him, he was breathing. And then he simply wasn't. It wasn't a big dramatic thing, right? But she said what was really weird was I guess all of his blood drained almost immediately. So his gums turned dark purple because I guess the blood from his brain, just gravity pulled it down because there was no pumping. And that's what she noticed. But I imagine, because she loved him very, very much and was very sad, that she was probably talking to him before she called my sister and whoever came to the hospice people to come get him. And she probably sat with him and he probably heard the last, 5-10 minutes or whatever it was. So remember, if you're sitting with somebody on their deathbed, Philip hates when I call it a deathbed. It was his deathbed. That was the bed he died in. I mean, what do you think? Yeah. There's an official government thing. They have to come out and say this is officially a deathbed. It's the bed. He died in the bed. It's a deathbed. You know, but you know, if you're sitting there with somebody as they pass away, remember you still get a little bit of extra time. I told my dad I remember my sister called me and she's like, I think this is it. And it wasn't it till the next morning, but it was the last time I spoke with him. It was like less than 24 hours. And I'm turning left into the parking lot where there's the McDonald's I'm going to. And I just was on the phone with him and I just remember just talking to him for about a minute. And I remember saying, you have been such a great daddy and all this stuff. And Nikki, my sister, said, he couldn't talk at that point. He wasn't responsive, but she said his eyebrows raised up a lot. And so he clearly was hearing or hearing something of what I was saying, so it's very interesting. But I think that's one of the reasons I think everybody wants to fucking die around their family and loved ones. Anyway, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think of that story there, Bunny? Does it make you think, or you're like, yeah, big fucking deal. Fuck you. I'm going to kill this guy in the woods.
No, I'm thinking, well, yeah, that, I don't hear him anymore, so I guess he found Jerry.
Or he's right outside.
I think, stop, because Bobo did just bark at the door a second ago, and it scared me.
Yeah, why do you think he barked?
Oh, he's laying by the door now, so he's got me. Bobo's got me.
Yeah, that dog will save you.
Yeah, he will. I think doctors probably need to stop saying the fucking time. Maybe just hold it in your head for a minute. Or write it down. That's the saddest thing.
What do you think, Tech? Were you there when your mom died or no?
No, I wasn't. I was informed through Facebook that she died.
I
had no idea.
That's how it should be.
Oh.
Yeah, It was my mom's sister posted something just saying like, "Oh, rest in peace, Marilyn, she's gone." I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Oh shit!"
And she was young, right? She was a pretty young person to die, I think.
She was born in 60.
Okay, so she's still she wasn't that old.
This is 2 years ago. Yeah. She's what, 8 years your senior?
Yeah, so she probably was she expected to die that quickly?
She had a lot of medical stuff going on.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I remember my mom was in the hospital, and I guess, and again, Phil, I don't know if Philip's still watching. It's late in Alabama, but I remember they were able to keep her alive indefinitely if they just kept giving her this shot. And she would start to pass away, and they'd give her a shot, and she'd come back. And I guess for like an hour, apparently, she was fine, and then she'd start again to fade away. And the doctor said, we could just keep doing this, but there's going to come a point where you got to let go. And I was kind of hoping they would wait for me to get home. But I mean, it would have been 24 hours of almost dead back to life, and I was like, all right. But I got to talk to her on the phone and stuff, but it is, if it really is the final goodbye, it's such a strange experience. I think of that scene in Signs where Mel Gibson, did you ever see the movie Signs? I know Tech didn't, but did you ever? Okay. So if you didn't see it, his wife gets hit by a car and she gets pinned up against a tree. And I think her whole bottom section is pretty much severed, but the car has implanted into the tree in such a way that it's keeping all of her innards in. But they can't.
I know about that scene.
Yeah, but they can't save her, right? So the minute they back the car up, she's gone. And so he's got this time with her of like, I don't know how long they could keep her there, maybe indefinitely. What do you build a house around the tree in the car crash? Maybe, I don't know. Just feed her dinner and she's just mom, but she's can't move. I don't know how long you could really sustain it, but that kind of goodbye, I don't know. Would you want that kind of goodbye? Or would you rather just hear a loved one passed away in a car wreck? Or would you want to be able to sort of have that kind of goodbye if it was like in that movie?
I don't think I'd want to see somebody because I immediately went to the most important person, my mama. And I don't think I would want to see her in that
situation.
I think that would fuck me up more. Yeah.
Okay. Technology.
I think death is tragic, and I think I think I'd have no opinion on how someone wants to face death at the end. So like,
Yes, I'm asking you. How about you?
I would be totally neutral. I wouldn't have an opinion. I'm not opposed to them extending their life, and I'm not opposed to them ending it quicker. Like it's entirely their.
He's not even listening to this conversation, is he?
Yeah, as I say,
Wait, did I miss the question?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
maybe
think you were a
misunderstood.
couple minutes back. or something.
Somebody's playing Dune or some such shit is what I think's happening.
Oh, but Frank Glass, thank you for the $4 for the sticker. It was a good sticker. I thought the question was if you have a loved one who's like gonna die.
No, never mind.
Ask the question.
No,
then.
no, we've moved on. Hey, let's move on.
Okay, well, show the Gangster Jaffe thing that we were supposed to do 20 minutes ago.
The what? The what?
Gangster Jaffe interview.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys,
Yeah.
you guys
Fuck
talk.
me then.
You guys talk while I look it up. You guys entertain the
Okay.
chat.
Yeah, I was reading the chat. Bukaki says,
Yeah.
old man
Im-
repeats himself. Compelling content.
Bukaki's been cracking me up this whole
He's
time.
such a
Every time
dickhead.
Jaffe was talking about sad shit and I'd start giggling, it was because of Bukaki. Sorry.
He's a little meanie, isn't he?
Oh
Cocky
yeah, I can
guy.
tell the Uber Eats story real quick while you look it up.
Oh.
Please. Yes.
You know, it's a quick one.
Yes.
So, drama commentary YouTuber Dustin Daly, who I love, I've been subscribed to him for years. I swear
It's
I get all
okay.
my slop drama. He covers like the stuff that's like very mainstream, so I don't have to watch it from other people. And I love him
Yeah.
and his man. But anyways, so
He's a loser.
he ordered from Uber Eats at his home in Florida.
Yeah.
And the delivery driver put the order in front of his door, took a picture of it, said it was delivered, and then took the food. And he caught it all on camera and stuff. So he reached out to Uber and was like, hey, this happened. I have proof. He sent them all the proof and stuff. And then they weren't sending a refund or anything. Like they weren't, I don't know what they did. I guess they just didn't respond. So I think he tweeted at them. And then they tweeted back at him with his full address. His whole address.
Oh.
Yeah, they took a screenshot of his order showing that it was delivered. And it had his full daggum address right there with the zip code and everything. And he's been stalked before. Like, he moved from Georgia to Florida because he was being stalked. Pretty sure it was Georgia. But, yeah, they posted his whole entire address and left it up for a couple hours. Let me see if it says how long.
That's fucked.
Yeah. So for 40 hours it was left up and 6,700 people saw it. And then after that happened, that's when I think they gave him the refund, and they haven't said anything else. And he's already contacted like everybody you would need to contact for that. Like the Better Business Bureau, the FTC, and the Florida Attorney General, and he's trying to get people together that have experienced similar things, which it probably has happened before. And you know, he's just got a platform to actually vocalize that it happened. These other people probably don't.
I'm never refunding shit again, dude.
I know, that's terrifying. That's horrible. Yeah, because he might have to move.
Yeah, have you ever refunded stuff?
Yeah.
I've lived back in Vegas. I lived in this like neighborhood where all the houses are pretty close together, and there's like a private cul-de-sac to get to where my house is. But because of that, it's like off the main street, and there's like a ton of these little cul-de-sacs. They would deliver the food just nearby and be like, "Here's a photo," and it's
Found
like
it.
it's like 13 houses down in a different cul-de-sac. And I've refunded those before. I never said this, but I had an Uber, or it was DoorDash, but I had a driver come by my house and be like, "Did you report me last time I dropped off the food?" And I was like, "Did you leave the food at my house?" "Well, no, there's difficulties. You don't understand this. The program doesn't tell me exactly where your house." I was like, "Oh, motherfucker." Then yeah, what am I supposed to do? Like, you know, the DoorDash order is like $60, $70, and the food's gone because it was left at someone else's door, and you ring the doorbell. If someone rang, I know your situation is a little different because you don't have like a house nearby. But if someone rang your doorbell and like, "Here's $80 worth of food," it's not yours. What are you gonna do? Just leave it there?
Well, I don't really know what you could do, I guess, look and see if the person's name on it and you maybe recognize it. But other than that, I don't really know what you could do.
Yeah.
You can't just walk around and ask everybody, is it yours?
Is this your food?
I have the only
Tracy.
time I think I ever, when I lived somewhere else where I could get, I think I did DoorDash. They
Yeah.
would just sent the wrong stuff, and it was stuff that I would not have eaten because it had onions all over it. So I was
Yeah.
like, eh.
Tracy, are you allergic to onions?
No, I just hate onions.
Oh, fuck you. Tracy Montgomery says, David, are you circumcised? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. What do you think, Bunny?
I'm
Over
gonna
under,
say-
Jaffe's circumcised.
Well, he's Jewish, so
Well,
I would assume, or was Jewish.
are you a pro or con, little off the top kind of gal?
I ain't ever encountered an uncircumcised pecker.
That's unfortunate for you, buddy.
Not, yeah,
Sorry to
not in
hear.
real life. Yeah,
Sorry to hear. What
they're
a
not
sad.
around here.
Can we get a sad emoji? Can we get a sad Jaffe clown emoji spam in the chat for Bunny not knowing the beauties of uncircumcised experiences?
Yeah.
Anyways, chat, Jaffe's still looking for this interview. Like the world depends on him. I think it never happened.
Well, it totally happened, but I wasn't prepared, so I'm having to. I can find it later, but like I can find. Let me try.
Those are good words.
Hang on.
I said you look sad, Jaffe.
No, I'm just
Are you
focused.
sad?
Not at all.
Okay. You're wrong, Bukaki. Sorry.
Yeah, Bukaki, you're incorrect.
It's
Frank
only
Glass
this one.
says, "Is
Never seen
Jaffe
you be wrong before.
Jaffe studying something?"
No, I'm trying. I'm
He's
trying.
focused.
I'm trying to find this interview, man, but it's difficult. Because
Yeah.
I did a lot of fucking interviews when I was making games, like constantly, which I enjoy doing, but it's, I'm looking for the right words to enter. But don't let me get in the talk, please, because this is dead air. Otherwise, we can do it later.
Yeah, we're having a great conversation. Bunny,
Yeah.
what are your
back to the
thoughts?
uncircumcised peckers.
I was gonna say circumcised peckers. What about circumcised nipples? Have you heard of that?
No. What's that?
Guys will remove their nipples to get a more masculine looking chest.
What?
How do you feel about that?
Well-
While you're thinking, Andrew, thank you for the gifted membership, Andrew.
They can do what they want. I'm just confused, like how that makes it less masculine because they have nipples.
Well, a nipple for a man is not really
Yeah.
not really a useful thing. What is it there for, huh? Where do they come from? Where do they go? Cotton Eye Joe.
Cotton Eye Joe's the only
The art director at the time of what would.
Yeah, so like I had a friend in high school, his name was Diego. Diego was into all the weird shit. I mentioned before, I had a classmate who got the magnetic nipple piercings, right? So that when he would hug his girlfriend, they would like clip to her magnetic nipple piercings.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah. He also went on to get like a Prince Albert. This is all like the age of like 16, 17. He was like a freak of a kid. But he went and removed his nipples when he got into college.
Oh.
Yeah. So now he just has like a smooth, like Ken doll, no nipple chest.
Oh, it would be kind of cool if he just drew new nipples on every day, like different ones,
Just design.
Yeah. Or just like
Googly eyes.
Yeah.
Bukaki says piercings are not magnetic. Tech is lying. You can't put fucking magnets on a fucking nipple piercing? And what do you think, that's illegal?
I feel like that would be just horrible because every time you hug, they're gonna connect, and then you're gonna have to like, okay, the hugs.
Yeah,
over.
they were like
take
fucking
them
fridge
apart.
magnets. You know, they're not like fucking. It's not like holding down cardboard on
Oh.
your wall or something. It's
Oh, that's
little-
stupid.
yeah, it's like a
I thought
little
it was
tiny.
like a good
No.
magnet.
No, it's like a.
Hmm.
It can hold up a piece of paper or something. Nothing more,
That
nothing
is
less.
dumb.
You know what else is dumb? Jaffe, if you can't find it, it's over. It's done.
All right, give me one more minute. I think I'm closing in on a killer. 1 second.
I worked with a guy at a haunted house that had a piece of a third nipple where a third nipple had started growing, and I lost money. Yeah, I lost money because he was telling me about it. And I was like, And his sister was like, no, he really does. And I thought they were lying. And then they were like, bet you $20. And I did. And then he showed me, and it was like kind of on the side over here, and it was the beginning of where, I mean, you could tell it was like, it was going to be a nipple.
It's gonna be there.
I was like, shit.
All right, I
Yeah.
found
Boys Gotta
one of the
Garden?
ones where I'm talking about rap music. Okay, so
Hell yeah.
just
You
wait.
found one of the ones.
I'm excited to see this.
Ricky for $2 says Jaffe roast bukkake for 2 minutes straight, please.
How much money?
$1 a minute.
Nah.
At $2 for 2 minutes of roasting. Give like roast bukkake just for a little bit.
So let me do one thing at a time, though.
Oh God.
Well, because I'm trying to show you this.
Yeah, you're
I'm
working
so
on it.
excited.
All right, let's see. All right, here I am. Shut up. You know, for my education, let's just get ourselves in.
Young Jaffe.
Great job. They hired me on as a tester, but yeah, I was there for like 14 years. It's got to push. I mean, that's the thing. People think there's like somebody's going to come to you and say to get in. Hang on. Definitions of. Shut up, Bunny! I see your dumb face. I mean, look, you can have a game of. And it's like you know, their little dot was on the screen. And it's from a book. It was at this gate, and the dog. When you really drill, you know, because I don't think anybody will buy it, but I want to try to make that game because I just run right at it because that's the only into that kind of music. Here we go. Makeup to kill people. So I would say, you know, that I'm really getting into like hardcore, or to me it's hardcore, but I really like you know, like rap and hip hop. I think people would look at me and think he's not into that kind of music. Oh wait, I was going to talk more about it.
They cut it out.
The last album that I bought was probably either Graduation from Kanye West or an album from a guy named, I think his name is Charmillionaire. He's like this rapper guy. I think those are the last two albums that I bought. Shut up! Are you having secondhand cringe embarrassment for me, Bunny Button?
No, I love it. I love it.
Right now. So, but the one with Keely is worse. But I will find it. But I don't know how to find it right now. And I got my swag.
With your little Argyle sweater on.
Yeah. I like gangster rap.
That was a
right?
very expensive Argyle sweater. I'll have you know.
Gangster rap like Kanye West.
No, I didn't say that. I said
Graduation
Chamillionaire or whatever you say his name. That's what I was referring to. Look,
Tracy Montgomery says you look like Jeffrey Dahmer.
I had the
Which
most.
I told you before.
I had the most
Last
recent episode or issue of the goddamn double XL. So let me tell you something. I was street, motherfucker. Okay. Well, look. Here's what we got. Where are we at with money, Tech? Because I can't see.
We're $17 into another half hour.
Okay, so here's the deal, fellas.
We're going live for one more hour.
We're going live for one more hour. We have a couple of options. We can drop the gifted from 50 to 30. And if we make it in the next 20 minutes, we'll stop the stream, go to Denny's, and complete the stream there. Or we can just go for an hour. You guys decide. Tech, what do you want to do? You want to drop the 20 to 50? Or
you know,
just
we're only 19 gifted away.
No, we're not.
From 19 gifted. Yeah, we are. We're at
Last I
31
had-
gifted members.
Since when? Who gave it? Last
Well,
I had was
that's your
20.
problem.
Well, who was the last? Let me see. I don't think that's true.
Don't fucking doubt me, Jaffe. It's my job. Mish with 10 gifted. That he put us at 31, Jaffe.
Oh, a while
Scroll
ago
up.
he did? Okay. He
No,
gave us
just scroll
2.
up. It happened. Yeah. He's given us 20 gifted so far, Mr. Mish.
Okay, so that brings us to 31.
Yeah, what I said, yeah.
Okay, so we're 19 away and we'll go Denny's, but we got an extra
We'll go
hour.
Denny's.
Whatever we do. So, what do we guys want to fill the hour with? We want to talk to I'm going to go get a new Coke and then we'll start the timer, but I got to take the dog out too. But do we want to talk to the chat? Do we want to watch something? I don't want to do any more topics because those take a lot of energy. I just want to chill with everybody.
Oh, Tracy Montgomery says, David, you're muted, granddad.
No, I'm not.
But it's not true. You're not.
No.
She's
Maybe
trying to fuck
maybe
with
your
you.
ears have gone, Tracy.
Tracy's a good troll.
She's a
She knows
decent
what
troll.
she's doing.
She knows what
She's out here.
You want to talk LCU? We got any good gossip about drama in that world? I don't. You know, like I said, I don't. Hey, Tech, have we gotten paid for the haunted house today? As far as I know, we
We've
haven't.
not.
Have we heard
Not
back
gotten
from
paid.
them?
We have not heard back.
We're
from
not
them.
getting paid from these guys. You know what, man? Keemstar, let me just say this. Okay, so you're not going to pay. Fine. I think you should, because that was the deal. Think about that for a minute. And now you come back and you say, it's the principle of it, right? Now you come back and you say, oh, but that stream was terrible. You want me to pay for that? Yeah, because that was the deal. If you wanted to put conditions on the deal, you should have said,
Yeah.
if I agree to pay for half of what you guys invest in streams for my channel, these X number of gates must be worked through, these milestone gates, in order to get that deal. That was not the deal. So now what you're doing is being kind of a shit. And that's surprising because you've run the business really well from my experience, in my experience with you. But suddenly now, because you didn't like a stream, it's not even about how much money. It's not even that much money. It's like $1,500. But it's just
$1,500.
It's the
Flat.
principle of it, though. It's like really.
Yeah.
You know, we should even on top of that, right? When we had the conversation before about the funding for the channel and all this, it was half of the money of cost for the projects we do.
Yeah.
Right. If we wanted to buy new equipment or whatever, the company was going to do half, which is a great deal. That's fantastic. I don't think the other streams over there were given that offer.
I don't know.
We did. And then, you know, that total came out to more than, I think it was about $2,700.
Yeah.
Right. And I come to Keemstar. I'm like, well, here's a entire expense list. This is what we spent on the thing. Here's all the information. Here's the pulls from the accounts. And he's like, do you think it's really fair that I should pay for half of this? Really? I was like, well, yeah, because that's what you said. And he's like, well, give me an offer that's more, you know, agreeable for whatever that stream was. Okay, well, you know, you did already say you were willing to cover $1,500 on air, right? Before you took down all of our like videos, all of our live streams, you took it down, but on live, you've said, yeah, $1,500 is what you were covering. So can you at least do that? Because otherwise, we're down double what 27 is, right?
Which it's
And he says okay. And
Well-
okay, so we took that as like confirmation.
yeah.
I mean, you think that's fair? Okay. And then he never sent the money.
But now that I look at it, it probably was like, okay, like idiot. Or maybe he just forgot. Or maybe, you know, I don't
Could
fucking
be.
know. But at least you could kind of reach out to us and let us know what's happening. So remember how Jaffe said he knows within 5 minutes if someone's good because of his ADD superpowers? I do. That doesn't mean I don't jump in. Oh, Daniel says make a voodoo doll of him. Yeah. I agree.
Wait, Jaffe, we're gonna move you from rooms. Make sure you set up your OBS again. Your mic is cutting out bad.
All right.
Real quick. Okay.
What a
All right.
young man you
Make sure you go back to OBS. Choose the scene correctly. I believe in you. Also, I'm hungry for Denny's. It sounds like really good food right now.
It does sound good.
Country fried steak, some mashed
What?
potatoes. Chat, you can feed a hungry Tech Protect for only 19 gifted memberships.
Yeah. Don't be a baby.
Get Tech Protect some food from the old Denny's. It's gonna take you 19 buzz. Buddy,
Yeah.
how many members for you to make pancakes for yourself tomorrow?
Make pancakes for myself?
Yeah. We'll go to Denny's.
Wait, are we back? Are we back on YouTube
back.
now? Okay.
We were. Now it's black again. Oh, now we're back again.
Okay.
Remember, guys, 19 gifted members.
Let's go. Let's fucking do it.
Bukaki says
fucking-
Tech doesn't need any more Denny's. Let's be real. Fuck you, Bukaki. You don't need any more kidneys then. Huh? You got
Bukaki's
two.
like
That
I
should've
said,
been enough.
like I said to Bukaki the other night. Bukaki's the kind of guy lost a bunch of weight because he had to, and now he's the expert and he's going around judging other people. And I get it because like, look, you come close to the Grim Reaper and thank God he pulled back and he's going to be okay. It's going to be a pain in the ass for a while till he gets a new kidney, but that's, you know, whatever. But he'll be fine, and we're all glad he's going to be fine. But now Now
fine?
he's offering up his wisdom. Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. That's what I'd say, Bukaki.
That's what he says, Bukaki.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been a guy who lost like 40 pounds once, and suddenly I had been to the mountain. I knew. No shit. God, the minute I walked away, I told Bukaki he's funny. I said, "Come do a show." He don't want to do a show. Think about that. Think about the amazing opportunity to stream to at least 50 people, and maybe make $20 a night. Think about the fact that he's not even willing to share his Jesus-given talents with the world. I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know.
Also, chat, 19 gifted members. Not only will we go to Denny's.
Oh shit! Here we go.
But I will also play Final Fantasy VII on stream.
No, you won't. Not when I'm on it. Nobody cares.
No, my stream.
You say that
My
like
stream
that's
tomorrow.
somebody wants.
19 gifted members. And I'll play some Final Fantasy VII. It's on sale on Steam, and I'm looking at it. I'm considering it.
Why don't you look at the show you're producing?
This is part of the show we're producing, Jeffy. I'm not saying gifted on my channel.
Why are you shopping?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm looking on Steam right now. It's on sale. Final Fantasy. Really?
You spent literally 16 minutes and 21 seconds looking for a fucking video about you,
but
Chameleonaire.
Because you guys asked me to.
You wouldn't expect it.
I love that you said chameleonaire.
Well, how do you say his? How do you say his?
Chameleonaire.
Well, how the
chameleonaire.
fuck do I know?
Because it's spelled like
You're
chameleon.
So white, I love it.
Well, you know.
They wouldn't expect that I'm into WAP music, Bunny. I listened to the Graduation album, and I heard Chameleonaire on the radio.
Stop being mean to Chappie. That was the cutest thing I've ever seen. He was such a fat boy with this.
Aura Ohai says Chameleonaire, and then Cheetah Man says that's a Pokemon, Jeffy. That's
I don't know. Fuck you guys. Look, man.
Charmillionaire.
Fuck you all. Okay. I was there when Elvis died. Okay. So shut up.
No, you weren't.
I was.
He's not dead.
I was there. I remember
Yeah.
He's not even dead.
me and my brother
were
were
playing.
watching TV and they interrupted it and I Elvis whatever, but my grandmother was obsessed with Elvis.
Oh,
And
mine too.
she was living with us in the house at the time and she's real old and that took the wind out of her fucking sails for sure. But she got to see Elvis, thank God, before she died.
Yeah.
And I think
Travis says with $2, "Hey Jeffy Tech
Hey,
and
buddy,
Bunny, it's
thank
so
you, sir.
fun."
Thanks,
Thank
Travis.
you, Travis.
We appreciate
Thanks, Travis.
I think Travis is the guy. He's been a longtime member, and he used to work at this store where his manager was just an asshole. But I think they got rid of the manager, which makes me happy. And then he had a crush on this girl he worked with, but I don't think she liked him in that way. But she might have. I don't know.
How do
should
you know
have-
so much about Travis?
because he's been. I think Travis is the guy I'm thinking of. He's a long.
Yeah, but how do you not know that it's Chameleonaire, not Chameleonaire?
Because I spend more time virtually with Travis than Chameleonaire. Shut up,
He
whore.
wasn't really
could get
about
you-
that life.
Yeah, we can get Chameleonaire on the show.
Could we really?
Yeah, could you send me your fucking Twitter login for the third month in a row? I've been asking, so I need to use your social media, Chaffee.
You
They don't
said
like
that before I swallowed, and it almost got dangerous.
Bunny, I'll reach out from the TechWareTech YT Twitter account that has 2 followers, and they're like, "Who the fuck are you? Don't waste my time." But the David Jaffe Twitter account, that's something we can do. We can start making moves here, Jaffe.
Yeah.
Just
We're making
remind
some-
me tomorrow, idiot. I have ADD. These are not things that are on my radar at the moment.
Got games to listen to. He ain't got time.
Canadian Connor says Jaffe literally goes to video game burnings. Can't stand them.
Burnings?
What is a video game burning?
Never heard of this.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
Have you ever burned clothing, Jaffe? Like a sweater from an ex, or like a sock that touched the, shit water from the cruise ship, the poop cruise?
Well, no.
You know what I'm talking about?
How would you burn that?
No.
Well, you ever burn anything funny? Like other
I've
people's
burned a
stuff?
lot of stuff.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
what's the most impactful or craziest thing you've burnt?
Oh, no, I haven't burnt like other people's stuff, but like I accidentally burned an American flag one time. Me and my friends used to that was a complete accident though. But Like we used to burn, like we'd take stuff outside and burn it, stuffed animals, anything we could burn, we'd burn it.
Mm.
Trailer parks were fun. Kids just running
Trailer
around
parks are
burning shit.
Jeff, you burn shit?
When I was a kid, I used to make little movies with like model spaceships and Star Wars and set firecrackers in them. And the big revelation to me was you could take a Roman candle and you could
I don't like when you look at restaurants without doing it in a private window browser.
I
cafe.
did to make sure there's no
That looks
address. I checked.
Right.
What I learned is you can take a Roman candle and you can bury it and pack it deep in the dirt. And when you do that and you light it and it goes off, it's like napalm. Because I was always trying to do effects for my little movies. And so when it goes off, it's like the whole ground goes, like a fire column goes up, and then the next was like, and it's just like these mortars going one after another. And that was, and then I discovered flash paper, which if you don't know flash paper, it's what magicians use, but you barely touched the flame and it makes a big bright explosion and then it's vanished. But I'd never been able, I always wanted to create the fireball effect that you see in the movies, and I never knew how to do it. So, yeah. But, look at that. Oh, soon I'll be.
See chat.
Okay, here I am. I
doing?
am less than a year away. And I will be able to get, what does this mean? Just because it's on the 55 plus menu, is it cheaper?
Yeah, it's cheaper.
Oh, well, look at that.
Did you not know that?
I don't know. No, I'm not an old person, idiot.
Whoa.
Bunny,
You're saying you're not an old person?
Bunny, when you go, I'll tell you what, if we make our goal tonight, we will order one person whatever they want and we'll put it in the mail and send it to you. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like, I'll have a moons over my hammy. Okay. You can put it like
Everyday old eggs.
So gross. What do you order? What would you like, Bunny, at this restaurant?
Grand Slam, for sure.
What is that?
Get the Grand Slam bread.
But what's
That's
in it?
Denny's, right?
Yeah.
I ain't been in forever. It's got bacon, sausage, take a piece of ham. You get everything. Hash browns, eggs.
That's the whole goddamn thing. All right.
Mm-hmm.
There was a restaurant, and I just loved it, but it's out of business.
Speaking to your mic, chat, please. 19 gifted, and I can get Denny's. He won't take me if we don't get the gifted.
I won't. You're the
He won't
producer.
take me.
It was a Marvel. It was a Marvel Comics themed restaurant.
Can't afford
it was
it.
fucking awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
And they had all of the characters walking around. I got so excited, even though I was fucking 30, to meet Spider-Man and everything. It was awesome.
Cool.
But it was before the MCU came. So now it probably would be a massive fucking success. But, and it was like Hard Rock, but it was for comics. They had like the Iron Man outfit and all this cool shit. But, it didn't quite, they couldn't, it was a little bit before its time is what I would say. So, but I loved it. Yeah, I fucking loved it. Gorgeous fucking menu. We used to have design meetings there for Sony Santa Monica at least a couple times. All right. Well, what's the chat want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about tonight? Here we are late into the evening. What's on your minds? What do you want to speak about? What do you want to talk about? I need to know. Tech and Jaffe are both hungry. They're feeding off others' food vices. Got to be careful. Shut up, Willie. You guys ever notice that Willie, as the night rolls on, just gets mean?
I love Willie
He's
so
getting
much.
sleep.
Willie always makes me laugh. I don't think I've ever looked at the chat and seen Willie say something and it not hit.
Well,
He's hilarious.
he's mean. I don't know why he's got to be so fucking mean all the fucking time.
But he's funny about it.
Well,
That's okay.
maybe he is, Bunny. Maybe he is, but he's mean. Okay, Jaffe's going to have to make games till he dies to make up for the money pit this whole streaming venture has been. Oh, I won't go back to games. I'll do something else. I couldn't do it. I could do it as a consultant, and I have, but I could not go back to making them proper. You guys, joking aside, it's just not fun anymore, man. It's just fucking not fun. It's so, look at all the fucking shit that's happening at Xbox right now. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being one of these fucking families that you get your, let's say you're the guy, you get your wife, get your husband, I don't know, whatever you're into. You get your spouse. Jesus, leave me alone. Fucking kids. And you get the kids and you're like, we got a job at Xbox. This is going to be fucking great. And you move and you buy a house and she starts fucking decorating it and shit. And then for no reason, no fault of your own, you come home and he gets laid off. And this is not an isolated incident. This is the industry. So God no. Fuck that. Wouldn't be interested.
Yeah.
I think I just can't fathom caring that much. Well, Realski says it happens in regular life too, but not like this for the most part though. If you go into an industry, yeah, there are going to be layoffs and things, but this is chronic in this business, and it has been for like 20 years at this point. So, that's different than, I work in the medical equipment supply field, and we're having a downturn over the last 3 years because the cost of plastics have gone up, whatever. That's not what we're talking about. You know what's weird? I heard today on the radio, I used to live in Santa Monica, California, which is my favorite place I've ever lived. And apparently it's bad there now. There's lots of homeless people that all these like apartments have to hire guards and shit. And I'm like, Santa Monica? Santa fucking Monica? What is happening?
Happening everywhere, Jaffe.
Well, why? Why is it happening everywhere?
Well, the housing crisis is insane. People are skyrocketing prices for rentals, and so people are priced out of a neighborhood they grew up in. And it's a big thing to move towns, let alone states, right? And California in particular is a fucking expensive state to live in general.
Oh, it's a terribly expensive state. Absolutely.
Let alone town.
The real estate market. Oh, fuck you. This is why I can't read the chat. and I like Bukkake. I consider myself a fan of. I'm turning the chat off. Tech, if there's anything good, you have to let me know.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
No, I'm not turning it off. You just have to look at it. I can't look at it.
Look at it too. Look at it with us, Jeff.
No, because it makes me very angry. Because I get easily
good for the extra hour.
I get easily triggered, and I want to give people a good show.
Whoa.
And
Bukkake's saying he won. Then ha 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 ha.
Good, you win. Great.
No,
Great.
Jeffy, you gotta
when
beat
I'm
Bukkake.
When I'm pissing on your grave at your funeral, like I'll go to your fucking funeral, I'll say Bukkake won, idiot.
We'll go to his funeral. We'll stream it.
We'll live stream it. My company says Daniel bought by private equity, and they laid off 50% of the company immediately after buying it. They asked me to lay off 5 more people, and I told them to pound sand. What I like about Daniel is he said it twice. He says, they asked me to lay off 5 people, and I told them to pound sand. And then he said, told them to pound sand. I don't know if he was like, accentuating what he said, or he didn't realize he had already typed it once, and he's very drunk. But regardless, Daniel, I mean, what did they say when you told them to pound sand? Is what I would like to know.
Laying off
and
people.
And MK Ness is pissing me off too, by the way.
Why?
Because MK Ness is a guy that we were going to give a show to, and now he's just a little fucking troll. And I'm like, I don't want to work with this guy.
He just wants justice for Glass Burrito.
Glass Burrito, according to Tech. No, you know what? Fuck all you guys. Glass Burrito.
Tell us.
Glass Burrito, my understanding is that he was playing a bit, and I'm just like, if that guy is so sensitive that you can't tell him he kind of looks like Rob Reiner in Review Tech USA, and he does, and I kind of do too. I'm not just throwing him under the bus. If that's so much that he can't hack it, well, he's probably not going to handle it here.
Look up
Daniel, I didn't know that. You quit. Good for you. See, Daniel, the Jaffes, although he's Crawford's, but he's Jaffe too. These are the good people. raised by a lot of good people. The guy walks away from a very, what were you, like a partner? You had a huge deal in this company. And he walks away and says, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Now, again, you're only as noble as your financial privilege lets you be. But that said, though, I'm proud of you, Daniel. Good for you, buddy. That's the way to do it. Good for you. Well, Wayne, I addressed it. Wayne says, good people, glad he can afford to leave a job, LOL. Why did I immediately say you're only as noble as your finances let you be? Okay, yeah. I get it. I always make that clear. But you're still walking away from a lot of future revenue. So there is still a hit to the wallet. But you're right. I mean, if you're going paycheck to paycheck, no, you're not going to be able to pull that off. I get it. Zero but Cool, why do you think it is so clever to keep bringing up my mother? Yes, my mom's name was Barbara Ann. She's dead. You made a fake account of my mom, which I thought was semi-weird / clever. I don't understand. What are the buttons you're trying to push? And I will show them to you so we can just get it over with. Because whatever you're doing just feels strange. Not in a fun way, like, is he all right?
Wasn't Zero Cool the one that, like,
we love Zero Cool.
Week apologized, and was like, I'm sorry for trolling.
And he's and now here's Travis going, should I leave? Should you leave? I just told you how much I liked you. Should I leave? I can't do it.
Don't leave, Travis.
This is becoming a goddamn podcast. I can't.
It's a madhouse.
I cannot handle this shit for too much longer. I'm just like, what the fuck? Should you leave, motherfucker? I just told people about your awful manager and this girl that didn't return your love. And should you leave?
What if that wasn't him? There's a million.
Yeah, he just made that.
There's so many
then if it's just some random Travis, yeah. If it's just a random Travis.
It's actually Chamillionaire. It's his fan account.
It's a good point, Tracy. We have not heard a good cooter flaps from Miss Bunny. Don't give it away for free, Bunny.
I won't.
5 members.
I'm sitting my dog, David Jaffe.
5 new members for the sexiest, sweetest, down-home Southern cooter flaps you ever heard.
Yeah, and 10 you'll get it from Bunny.
It's not sexy though because my hair's up. So sorry.
What do you want from me? How dare you, Bunny Button, not love the fact that I'm a straight shooter with you? It's subjective.
I do.
No, that is stuck in your craw.
You remember yesterday when we were like, "What's somebody that don't understand jokes?" And Tech was like, "Is their last name Jaffe?" And we had a good laugh. And you were like, "That's not true." Think back to that right now.
Oh, man. You know what? You know what's bad? What? You know The Thing and the Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
You know who this guy is? You know what he looks like, Bunny? Big guy covered in rocks. He's like the
Rock
whole
Man.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
The girlfriend, the love of his life, is blind. I mean, really? Really? Could we? It's like you couldn't give him love with someone that knows what he looks like. You know? And now he's fucking her with the big rock
He's all
dick.
bumpy, so she's probably like reading him. Like he's braille.
Yeah, maybe he's made of words.
Tracy Montgomery says, David misses his late night trips or early morning trips to the refrigerator and just his britches.
Tracy, shut
yelled
the
it.
fuck up. Why don't you, Tracy, go get Canty and tell her we need 20 members so we can eat Denny's. Okay? I've had it. I've had it.
Can I show you something, Jaffe?
Sure. What do you got? Hit
Go ahead and
watch.
put it up on stream.
All right, here we go.
See this?
Chameleon Cruiser Pack.
This is the Fishing Planet Chameleon Cruiser Pack. You can have this boat in Fishing Planet the game for $60, Jaffe. Would you pay $60 to have the Charmeleon?
You know what? It was a phase I went through because I was trying to save my fucking marriage. Okay? Okay? That's all it was. I didn't want to be street. I didn't want to be tough. I wanted to save my marriage because I thought that's what you did. Now, if I could pull my past self aside and say, dude, you are going to be so much happier and you're going to be in such a better relationship with this woman and your kids and everything else if you just walk away. That would have been something. But instead, I chose to listen to Chamillionaire. No, Kanye before my dark twisted fantasy was still great. That's great pop rap. I still love that. Look at Tracy. You don't have the stones, baby. You don't have the stones to come into this chat. Look, I cooked tonight. I cooked a quesadilla. I almost cooked eggs tonight, Tracy, but the cleaning ladies threw them away, I guess, because I asked Sarah, I'm like, what happened to the fucking eggs? She's like, I don't know. So, you know.
Can Tracy call in?
I don't know.
No, please no.
She's on one tonight.
Not tonight. I can't handle the Tracy tonight.
I don't think her husband will let her, because in as much as Tracy likes to act like she's a badass, her husband has her cock in a cage, is what I would say. I can totally cook, Rilski. I didn't have any eggs. I'm not that great of a cook that I can make eggs, without eggs. Javi with cornrows, says Matt. That's right. What's it like to have cleaning ladies?
Drop off some gifted members.
Yeah.
All right. Tech wants to eat dinner tonight.
It's not like you're not going to eat.
Well,
we have tons of food here.
Well.
Yeah. You'll have to eat Chamillionaire at home.
My view of the world is different because I'm a white guy. Do I remember the song Friends Forever from Vitamin C? I do. It makes me cry even today when I hear it. So we talked about the rest of our lives where we're going to be. Why is she laughing at me? As we go on, we'll remember. Now we'll always be friends forever. What do you mean? It does make me cry.
That is something.
Tracy says, I refuse to let David's
But wait a minute. Why?
But she spelled Aura like O-R-A.
You know what she meant. Lord.
What's the problem with liking? What's the problem with liking the lady singing Vitamin C?
Everybody loves it. Everybody cries when they listen to that. Everybody.
Look.
Remember.
That sounds like you were at the Down syndrome graduation class is what you were just singing, by the way.
I am System of the Down syndrome situation. Can we get at least, look, we can't get 19. Can we get 2? Can you guys throw just 2? Just 2 gifted members.
Let's look at go over. I'm not going over there, but somebody go over to Becky's channels and go over to LCU and just see how much money they're making, and let's just talk about it. Why they're making so much money?
Can I get one gifted member, please?
We are so now. Look, I like Becky and I like Savage, but we're the goddamn best show on the YouTube. What's going on?
Can I get just one gifted member?
What was fucked up? What was fucked up, Ness? You fuck. I'm telling you, I like the Vitamin C song. You know which other song I like? I like the Baz Luhrmann song about always wear sunscreen. Enjoy your knees. Heartless. You'll miss those when they're gone.
What's another song that make you cry, Jeff?
Heartless by Kanye West.
No.
How can you be so heartless?
No.
It takes like certain songs.
Energy with one gifted member.
Thank you,
so much,
Anna. We appreciate it very, very, very much.
I'm going to give Anna a dance.
Give her a dance. You know what, Canadian, you're upset because we don't bring you on enough because you think you've really got something to say. I can't help you. We've brought you on before the audience was kind of bored. They were kind of bored. But you may be right. We put you to sleep with that quiz. That's why I asked Tech. Oh my God. Look away, Bunny. Don't look at it, Marion. Keep your eyes shut. Oh my God.
He's dancing like Squidward.
Oh Lord. Why wasn't the first part of the show like this? Jaffe needs to read the chat more. Because, I can't do it. I'm not talking about the show tonight.
See, y'all make him grumpy. Look,
Yeah.
every time he reads the chat, he ends up getting grumpy.
Anna G and Nina, thank you so very, very much. We appreciate it. It's
Thank
not that I'm
y'all.
grumpy, but I am kind of grumpy now. You know, because
He's a little grumped up.
I'm a little grumped up now. Because, you know, I don't know. Hang on. 30.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's not that. It's that, you know, if you listen to the show, you guys, afterwards, all the chat interaction at the front is not good. It's not an entertaining show. It's entertaining when you're in the audience, but it's like Steve Harvey at the end of Family Feud. We'll do it at the end. We'll do it at the end. Yeah, it's a good point,
Tomorrow's Friday
Aguirre.
night.
Oh, yeah, it's a good point, Aguirre, because the show can't hit 150 viewers. Yeah, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. You goddamn right. It's bullshit. And I'm sorry, it's not your fault. I love that you guys are here with us. It means the world. What's going on, Bunny? What happened?
It's just the fact that he eats pudding without a spoon. It's just
Oh
like, what kind of
my
animal are you?
God, Jesus!
You live in the fucking woods. Don't call me about
Yeah, and I've
civilization,
got-
okay?
I've got spoons. I've got fork. I
me
even
guess.
got a drawer full of
I bet-
fork. Okay.
I bet you're wearing dirty white socks.
No, I'm not.
Oh, let's see. Prove it.
They're beige.
Prove it.
Oh,
beige
you're
mom.
okay.
Beige mom.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
the problem. Anna G, you are totally more than enough for me. Thank you, buddy. With all the prep work, I can't handle MK Ness. I'm not looking anymore. I refuse.
Goodness, you're doing too good at trolling.
If he wants to come now,
Scaring him.
I would say if he wants to come in and talk to us, that's fine. But I don't like it because what happens is tech starts bringing in everybody. Like it's like, oh, it's like 80 people in here. That's entertaining. No, if you want to bring in one person at a time, give a base take on something current. Really? Last night I gave a base take on burning the flag, on patriotism, on all kinds of shit.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Strix.
you're political.
Strix at $5. Thank you,
I
Strix.
don't like you being political. Fuck you. Whatever.
You gotta be political but funny, Jeff. You can't just call everyone an asshole or idiot or dickhead.
How about I don't read the chat? Strix, thank you so much for that generosity. We appreciate it. I'll tell you what, Frank Last, you give me a topic and I'll give you a base take on it. How about that? First one's free. Okay? You give me a fucking topic. Strix, we sure do appreciate that. Thank you for the support, buddy.
Thank you, Strix.
Oh, please stop with that noise. It's so nasty.
When was the last time you got a smooch, Jaffe?
4 days ago, actually.
Go out there and smooch.
It's not that I have a problem with smooching. I like it when Bunny makes the noise. Do it, Bunny, if you would, please. That's hot. You do it, and it sounds like this viscous oil.
Oil in your mic, are you?
No, I'm away from it. Like, barely.
You're down tonight, Jaffe? Well, I'll give you a wink. You goddamn right, sir. You goddamn right. If there's a thing once you reach 50, everyone pisses you off. I don't know what that means. Okay.
Why don't we do AMAs for like $5?
Yeah.
Anything.
Not $5. A membership.
Okay, then what?
Well, because Tech wants
Membership.
memberships,
Yeah, like-
right? So we need to get the gift.
Yeah.
Well, that's so I can eat Denny's. I'm hungry.
It's the same amount.
We can do $5. You know what?
Right,
Every
Robbo says it's not a
Count it.
good sound tech. MK Ness, here's the deal, bitch. Either get your ass in here, at least for a little bit, or shut the fuck up. Because I can't handle it. I can't handle it. I feel like I've given a lot of constructive criticism and advice that has always fallen on deaf ears. Argyle, why don't you tell me one thing that you have suggested that you feel has fallen on deaf ears? I would love to know that. But yeah, AMA. So let's not even look at the chat then. Although I'll wait for a response from that. I'll allow it. Overruled.
Yeah, we'll count every $5 as a gifted member for our tracker.
Aura Ohio says, Tracy, we have so many fireflies this year. Do you guys? I hear fireflies are actually slowly becoming tragically extinct.
Isn't
that something?
I call them lightning bugs.
I do
Call
too.
'em fireflies makes me giggle.
We call them lightning
Feels
bugs as well. Yeah, okay. So Argyle says, or whatever his name is, says we strayed away from the weird man. Okay, well, first off, we kind of didn't, because tonight's topics were Disneyland adults, the chrononauts of the American government literally sending children back in time to groom presidents with DARPA and the CIA. We talked about that. We talked about medieval reenactments where somebody almost died. We talked about fifth graders who tried to kill a kid for cheating on his girlfriend. We talked about a priest who sexually molested people and told them he was doing it because he was pulling demons out of their body. We talked about the new scientific study that reveals the probable last things you will hear before you officially die. I'm sorry. Did we stray away from the weird? If we did, then I don't... Project Pegasus. I don't know what to tell you because that seems pretty fucking weird to me. You goddamn right, Aguirre. Let me ask you chat something real quick. Willie says, tonight's show will forever be remembered for the weird quiz. Sorry, it's okay, it happens. We are never doing a fucking quiz again. We are never... No, we're not doing it. We're not fucking doing it.
What?
Because anytime we do a fucking quiz or I introduce you to a great rapper like Charmillionaire, you guys don't appreciate it, okay? So, we're done. We're done. But here's what I want to tell you. I do want to show you something. And I think I'm real says I just got here and Chappie's mad again. I'm not mad. I'm passionate, man. Yeah, Cameron Moses says Koberger entered a guilty plea. We literally talked about this serial killer last night who was fucking trained to be a serial killer by the authority on serial killers in college. And she didn't catch the cues that her grade A student was a fucking serial killer. How much more weird can I give you? Listen, I need to show you something because I want to know if this is fake or not. This, to me, this is not as good.
Oh, wait. I got to burn an idea. I got to say it now. Before I forget.
Oh, say it now.
The quizzes. If we used fucking Quizlet, right? If we built the quiz, programmed it into the fucking website, anyone can join in, click their, make a name, they can respond live, and then we could see the results without Jaffe having to repeat it 3 fucking times.
Great.
And do this.
Let's
and
do it
add
tomorrow.
up.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
All right.
We'll
write
do
it
quizzes
down.
the right way.
So our Aguirre says you like to talk about UFOs, but not specific. The problem with that, and I've said this ad nauseum now, is that I think we even talked about this last night, where it's like saying you have 17 years of professional ghost hunting, so you have experience. Yeah, you have experience playing pretend, right? The UFO story, literally, the Wall Street Journal came out, which you know about if you're into this stuff, the other day and said so much of this was misinformation. Then Lou Elizondo comes out today and shares an op-ed where a guy is saying, well, if that was all misinformation, then what about these 5 things? Why didn't the Wall Street Journal cover these 5 things? You mean to tell us that there was a hazing program that tricked all of these Air Force guys into signing NDAs, and they were worried that their families would be killed if they ever spilled the beans on what they had seen, but it was just hazing because it was bullshit photography and the bosses knew it. Well, not only is that it turns out illegal, but the guy who wrote the op-ed today that Lou Elizondo was linking to said, you know, that there's no real evidence of that. Why didn't the Wall Street Journal check that? You think I don't know? You think I don't know what I'm talking about? But I also have the statistics, and most people who come to the show don't want to dive that deep into the goddamn mire of this shit. But I love you. I love you. Thank you, Nina. We love you right back. Thank you, pal. We appreciate it very, very, very much. Travis says, I'm leaving forever. Goodbye, Jaffe. It's because of tech. I know you don't care. Okay.
Travis.
Jake, what did you do to Travis?
I didn't do shit to Travis.
What did Tech do?
I don't know.
Didn't he say it was because of Tech?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Do you guys
I don't know.
You guys
Travis
remember?
is a sweet boy.
You guys
You get the
remember
girlfriend and the boss.
Yeah. Do you guys remember the somebody's in waiting? I don't think it's MK says Canadian. Who is it? Canadian? I mean Tech.
Someone named Sharp. I'll be back.
Is it Shermillionaire?
Millionaire. Yeah, it is.
But what was I gonna say? I forgot now. Oh, you remember the little bagel guy, the little short guy that was like
Oh yeah.
right? Okay,
He
everybody's yeah. Well, I think he died. Right, that's right.
Yeah.
And that nobody questioned if that was real or not, right? So it's pretty seems like that was a real thing.
Felt real.
There's another one. Now, I don't think it hasn't gone viral like that. I still think it's almost as funny. I love this guy with all my heart and soul. I want a t-shirt that says like I'll play it for you first and I'll tell you I want t-shirts with this guy on them. Assuming it's real, but I fall for this stuff pretty easily. Here we go. This is have you seen this one, Bunny? The guy on the bridge with the bike?
I don't think so.
Which one? Which one is the bitch? No. No, what the hell? Who's the bitch? What the hell? You're the bitch? You? No. Yo, dude, what do we do? Show me your bitch. What do we do? What do we do, man? Who's the bitch? What do we do? Hey! You said bitch! No, we didn't. You're good? No, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. Dude, I didn't say anything. Are you sure you're good?
I'm back.
I'm sure I'm good. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say anything, man. And your bike is here. I know. Bitch! What? We're not talking. Your bike? That bike? No. That bike in the river? Hey, you want to try? Dude, get the fuck away from me! You fucking bitch! Dude, we don't want to cause problems. Bitch. No, dude, please. You just said it again, man. Because you're hitting me. Please, buddy, stop. We don't want to fight. We're sorry. You kicked me. Because you're... Right in the nuts. Right in the nuts. Please, stop. Please.
Right in the nuts.
You go in the river. Okay, I'm sorry. You hear me? Yes. We're sorry. Do you hear me? I hear you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's two bikes there. He could be in the...
I love that he says right in the nuts, and then he says, you do that again, you go in the river. Like that's the consequences of fucking with this guy, man. I don't understand.
What did I miss?
His wife must be really mean to him.
I mean, and I said to Tech, I said, there's no way this guy's real, and usually Tech would agree, and Tech's like, no, I think this guy is real.
I think this is real. Yeah, because
I think it's real.
The way it's filmed, a lot of the beginning of it, the guy was turning his head, and it wasn't like focused on the dude.
I need a t-shirt. I need a t-shirt. Hang on.
Hey, you want to try? Dude, get the fuck away from me! You fucking bitch! Dude, we don't want...
I love that he called him a bitch, and then the guy took a second to process and go, wait, see, he said the word bitch. It's like, so...
Dude, get the fuck away from me! You fucking bitch! Dude, we don't want to cause problems. No, dude, please. You just said it again, man. Because you're hitting me. Please, buddy, stop. We don't want to fight. We're sorry. You kicked me. Because you're... Right in the nuts. Right in the nuts. Please, stop. Please. You go in the river. Okay, I'm sorry. You hear me? We're sorry. Do you hear me? I hear...
Bunny,
You hear him?
if you wear your hair like that again, you're going in the river, Bunny.
I won't do it. Woo.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
I
love them.
mean, I love him. I want a little
He's
action
great.
figure.
Put him
yeah.
on Big Brother.
Right in the nuts. Right in. I don't know what happened, Salt. I have no clue. And then I like that he threw the bike in and he says, he goes, hang on, listen to this. What he says.
You. No. Yo, dude, what do we do?
Your bitch. Whoa, what the hell? Who's the bitch?
What the hell?
You're the bitch. You.
Jeff.
Yo, dude, what do we do?
Wait, hang on.
What do we do? What do we do, man?
Who's the bitch?
What do we do?
Hey, you said bitch.
No, we didn't.
You're good.
No, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. Dude, I didn't say anything.
you're good?
I'm sure I'm good. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say anything, man.
And your bike is here.
I know.
Oh my God, he says your bike is here. And the
Your
guy's
bike
like,
is here.
I know. It's like, we all just saw you throw it in the river, idiot. It's like, but thanks for the heads up. All right. Sorry, what did you say, Tech? What?
I love that guy.
So I checked in with the call-in waiting room. We have Sharp Sandman, who is like, I'm just gaming and reading comic books. I don't know if Jeffy wants to talk about whatever. I'm like, what do you want to talk about? Whatever.
Well, then I'm
So
not
maybe not
interested.
him.
No.
But MK Ness is there waiting for you.
Yeah,
You wanna
bring
talk
him
to MK?
in. He's an asshole these days. I don't even understand. We gave
MK
you
Ness.
We gave you a shot.
Hello.
We gave you a fucking shot, MK
What are you
Ness.
talking about?
We gave you a fucking shot at stardom and you shit in our faces. And now you've become a negative Nancy and you've
I
become
would never be that way.
You've become
What are you talking
mean,
about?
And it looks like you have
Me?
a little civilization growing in your head. Is that did you do that on purpose?
Me?
Do you have to pay extra when you go under a bridge with that? How high does that go?
Do you want? This is short right now, my dude.
Listen, Jaffe,
This
it's
is
still
very
fun to
short.
watch the show, but sometimes reading articles can be a bit dry. It's more fun when you watch a video. Chat is fun as always. Thanks, Robbo. I appreciate the feedback. I genuinely do.
you, Robbo.
Genuinely do. Thank you, buddy. Good point. Well, we try not to read articles anymore. I try to read them and then I just talk about them. But,
Yeah.
it's important to find that. Shut up, Tracy. Tracy, you're just upset that your husband locked you in the closet. He won't let you out till the morning. Shut up. She's so mad at me all the goddamn time lately. I'm tired of it.
What's that like?
I don't know what it's like because she used to be a
Why are you
sweet
the most
lady.
hated person on the internet, David Jaffe?
I don't know because people are idiots.
Is that what it is? Is it the people, or I see one common denominator this entire time?
Yeah, because you're just a fucking NPC. You can't see what I see.
I'm an NPC.
You are a negative
All right.
guy that has a crush on Glass Burrito, and all you want to do
I do.
is
Leave
make him...
K-Nubs alone.
I like K-Nubs, but I gave the guy a shot to come in and talk video games, and he just is suddenly turned evil.
I'm turned heel.
Why
You
did you?
see,
Yeah, I know what it means. I watched
when
wrestling.
when someone you
Whoa,
love, like
what
Glass
happened?
Burrito.
Wait. What did you just
is
do with your
hurt.
voice?
What?
When?
Huh?
How'd you go up that high? What was the point of that? Was that conscious?
That's just my brain. That's just how my voice works. I don't know what to tell you.
All right, keep.
That was on purpose, but
All right, keep going.
as you can tell. When someone you love, like Glass Burrito, is being attacked by a vicious old man online, you need to do everything you can to defend the vicious, cycle that could bring.
I was
Because,
not-
it's not just you saying it afterwards. It's all the chatter afterwards. People saying mean things about Glass Burrito, being like, oh, Jeffy
What?
owned you online.
What do you think
And I'm
I
just here-
said? What do you think I said about Glass Burrito that was actually mean to him?
You told him he looks like Review Tech USA. What the
You
fuck?
look like the guy who used to sing in Sugar Ray. People look like people. Who gives a shit?
I don't know who that is. Can you tell me about
he's
him?
Some fucking guy who's singing
Can
that.
you get a picture up here?
Why don't you get a fucking picture? I don't have a picture of a guy from
Jaffe
Sugar
looks
Ray.
we
like
talking
a
about Mark
summertime.
The guy who sang
Ball
that
Santa.
every morning. There's a halo.
Yeah, Mark
hanging.
McGrath.
Well, I don't know his fucking name. I thought Mark McGrath.
Oh, the guy
was
from Scooby Doo?
a baseball
Yeah.
player.
The guy from Scooby Doo.
Okay, fine. But,
Yeah.
But Review Tech USA is just Rob Reiner. I said he looks like. I look like those people. I'm not insulting him.
No, because Glass Burrito to me looks more like Papa Gut.
I don't know
That's
who that
who I
is
thought
though.
of
I don't know who
when I
that
thought.
is.
But he's a
Glass
He's a
comic
good
book reader.
man.
Yeah.
He does. He's got the
I
same
did
kind
see.
of
This
view.
is your generation.
Glass
You're so
Burrito to me
fucking
looks
sensitive.
like-
I never
looks like
said he wasn't a
bigger
good
Kratos.
man. I never said
You
he
said
wasn't.
other really mean things, and I'm not going to repeat them because I don't want to perpetuate
Because
them.
you don't
But I had
know-
to talk to him afterwards, and I
no.
felt nothing but remorse for everything. So when I saw you got online today,
Look,
I needed to heal that wound the way that I know too, and that's by being a vicious motherfucker.
what I love,
You know?
what I love is that Tracy has now turned her attention to you. This guy's
To me?
This guy's cheeks.
Tracy,
are getting
we
redder.
live in the same town. Come after me, bro.
This guy's cheeks are getting redder by the minute. She says, "I love
I
it.
do have rosy cheeks.
I love that she isn't
That's
even
fair.
seeing me now. I'm just
I'm like Santa.
fading into the background."
That's how his feelings got hurt.
Bunny, have you noticed
Yeah.
that it seems like Jaffe's wearing more makeup since you brought up beige moms? He's very beige right now, right?
He is. He's very flat. Like overall color.
Yeah, like foundation
Nice
beige.
matte finish. Yeah.
There's a disturbance at the door, JV Jaffe. I'm gonna go check it out. Ah, it's Calvin. Never mind. What
There
are we
we go.
even doing here?
I'll just wipe myself out so you can't see the rosy cheeks. Is that better, Tracy? I'm beautiful
Jeff-
now. Ugh, I'm like David
Jeffy-
Jaffe.
Why are
Canadian,
you so
I
angry, Jaffe?
Canadian, I have offered Glass Burrito a show, not Glass Burrito, Bukaki a show for ages.
We wanted to do a three-way show. Like Bukaki can't do it all the time, but Glass Burrito, myself, and Bukaki rotating chair would have been awesome. But then you made us do like a pitch at 2 a.m. like without any like preparation, which your show
I don't.
so good with preparation, David Jaffe.
My show is prepped
You
with
can
an.
see all the preparation
what
you
the
do,
fuck
all
are
the
you-
scrolling you do ahead of time. It's impressive.
The fuck are you on about, whore? We are tons.
I'm acknowledging the hard work you do every show,
No,
David Jaffe.
you're
Giving
being
you a
you're being
You
sarcastic.
are giving us something every single time you do
are
a show.
being
You know
a
that?
sarcastic motherfucker, and I
I
know
would
it.
never do that, David Jaffe.
You're so dumb. You're so,
You're so
dumb.
I'm being genuine. I'm trying to speak from the heart. I'm trying to be a good man.
All right,
I'm
let's-
just trying to tell you straight up.
Let's do this. You want to do
Yeah.
a video game
Luda.
show?
Sure.
Okay. So let's have a competition. Let's have a competition.
I don't like competition. I'm not one.
Oh, poor thing. Welcome to capitalism. Suck it
my
up,
masculinity, it's so broken. I don't like it.
I kind of knew that when I first saw the hair and heard the voice go up like 20 octaves. I'm aware that you're struggling
Yeah,
with
I
that.
get it.
But that said, though,
I like when y'all fight.
let's pick.
Mwah.
You pick a video game topic. You get 1 minute. I pick 1 minute. No research. Do you want to go first? And the
Are you saying
audience-
like right now?
Yeah. The audience will then vote on who delivers it and entertains them the best.
Yeah, no pressure that is happening on David Jaffe's YouTube channel with David Jaffe's fans. We're gonna,
Yeah,
we're
no
gonna see
kidding.
who
There's no
entertains.
bias or anything there. I'm just reading the chat real quick. Pompish says for $1.99, MK looks like Pedro Pascal, a sexy man. I don't agree with that at all, but thank
thanks,
you.
Pompish. Film Gamer
Thanks,
for
buddy.
$10 says let's get the Denny's going. I'm starving here. Madhouse is the greatest show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Film Gamer, and thank you, Pompish, and thank you, Film Gamer. You guys are awesome.
Hey, look at all the donos that come in when I join your chat. Look what's happening.
Absolutely.
It's not because of me. It's
he
because I'm
looks like
grilling your
Mark
ass.
McGrath.
Well, he also
Yeah.
looks a little bit like.
Everybody's got a something, 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 something,
You look-
something, and a dead. Oh yeah.
You also look a
Oh.
little bit like. Sorry. You also look a little bit like 36. You also look a little bit like Charmillionaire.
Oh,
How do I do the gang sign?
I don't know.
Will I
I
get
think
it
you're-
stabbed if I do the blood symbol online?
I think so.
One
Okay.
can hope.
yeah.
That wouldn't say
Um,
anything.
Tracy,
One would hope.
shut
Why are you so mean?
Who?
I'm
What
not
happened?
mean. Your generation is just so fucking sensitive.
Whose
I'm-
generation?
You guys, I'm teasing the guy. I'm playing around with the guy.
We're
I'm
sensitive.
trolling all
We're-
of you. I don't like
yeah.
any of you.
Explain the LA riots, Jaffe. Y'all are sensitive, okay? Y'all were like, let's burn shit down. You know, some guy got hit. Oh, yeah, fucking, you're sensitive.
You were the one just crying because I was just like texting you like just little quips in the chat.
No, I was
So I had
crying.
to come in here and actually do it in person.
Shut the fuck up, whore. I was crying because I was remembering the great song from Vitamin C that we hear at graduation time every year. That's why I was crying.
As we go on, we
remember we will
all the shit and fucks we gave together.
And our lives change. We'll remember.
Tech, your people make great beer. You know that?
All right, are you ready?
This is
What's your
salty as fuck chilada?
Look at
I'm
Canal.
not gonna do your fucking impromptu shows again. I
Okay.
already did that on your Discord.
And it was
bitch.
terrible. You get 1 minute. Go.
No, it wasn't. It was great. People loved it.
Okay, let's let them vote.
We didn't even have cans. We didn't do any prep.
Let them vote.
No, I'm not gonna play your fucking game.
Then
You
you're not
silly
gonna,
old man.
Yeah, then you won't be on my show.
Oh, well, we'll see.
Chinese food.
No, we will fucking see. You fucking.
We'll fucking see. I'll fucking see you.
You
Probably
fucking-
tomorrow while you get high as shit and make a piss poor show out of it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
I'm on this show too.
No, you're
MK.
good, but his part of the show's bad. I love your show. Bunny, A+, 10. Yeah, you're great. I like you.
Jeff,
You're
it's
cool.
not all
You're
bad.
pleasant.
Let me ask you a
Only
question, MK. Is your dad
Yeah.
still alive?
Oh, yeah.
Is he disappointed?
He's gonna live forever.
And sad about you?
No, he likes me quite a bit. We hang out. We talk politics. He's a good guy. I like him. 10 out of 10. Best dad in the world.
Good
Is
dad.
your dad still alive, Jaffe? You guys
No,
talk
let me tell you
politics?
another story about how he saw his dad dead on the hospital or whatever the shit. You talk about like every other stream, Jaffe. I'm sorry, but you talk about it a lot. You have some like unresolved trauma around that for sure.
Hang on a second. I'm trying to make sense of Tracy's comment. Life is too short.
Okay, do it.
That's why we joke around in the chat. That's what makes it fun. Not necessarily David. He got to keep him off. He's kind of like Nightmare. He probably has low testosterone, so he can't grow a very thick mustache. He's still pretty young. What?
I usually actually have facial hair, but I shaved off because I had
She's
the dirty
she's
dirty
talking-
COVID.
She's talking about me.
You can't grow facial hair?
No, I think
No,
she's doing.
no, she's talking about MK.
But why don't
I
you
feel like
say
it's
not,
got to be about me
But
because
she says
context
not
clues say I don't
necessar-
have facial hair.
But she wrote this crazy sentence
Bunny,
that says
she's talking about Bunny.
Yeah, she said you're not fun.
Yeah, Bunny got
That's
no
what she
facial hair.
said.
me.
Yeah,
What?
Bunny, why can't you grow fucking facial hair?
She says
you low
I'm not.
testosterone
She said,
some
wait.
bitch.
She says
I'm
I'm
a
not fun.
ladybug.
She says I'm not fun.
Yeah, she said you're not fun. The chat's what makes it fun, is what she said.
But what is-
Not
Are you high, Jaffe?
necessarily
No,
you.
but
going
what does
on?
this sentence mean? Not necessarily David.
She's saying.
Let me
that the
finish.
chat-
I get
I
the
know
first.
you said-
I
you
get
said it
the
before,
wait.
old
I
man
get
repeats himself, great
stop.
content.
Stop. I get the first sentence. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I even get the second sentence where she's saying I'm talking about the chat being fun, not necessarily Jaffe. Got it. Now it's the third sentence that calls into question
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
what the fuck she's talking about and doesn't
stuck
negate
there.
what I assume the first two sentences was about. Where she says he's just kind of he got to keep him off. He's kind of like Nightmare. I don't know what she means.
Nightmare from Locale Test.
That's what I was about to say. Is she saying maybe she meant kick him off?
No. Are you guys really
Maybe
that
she
confused?
meant kick
What
instead of
Tracy
kick.
is saying is Jaffe's complaining about all the fucking negative people in the chat, always bringing them down, always doing this and doing that. But she's saying that's just the fun of being like a chatter in a live stream. Okay, Jaffe? It's not necessarily that they're against you or they hate you. Stop worrying so much. Also, relax on MK. Don't shit on him too much because he's probably just a young man who can't grow a mustache. He has low testosterone.
Why don't we
Yeah,
just
that's
ask
pretty much
Tracy
it.
what the fuck she meant?
Nailed it.
I did. I speak.
Tracy, what she meant?
Bring Tracy in.
Tracy
Bring
is
Tracy
like
in.
Tracy is one of those people that probably is living about 1.7 seconds ahead of everyone else.
Yeah,
And that
she
doesn't
is.
account for the delay on YouTube. So I don't know if you've noticed this, but you can very rarely ask Tracy a direct question and she will answer. Like she either doesn't see it. Like here's an example. Tracy, what's your favorite movie of all time? We won't get an answer. We will not get an answer. She will act like the question never crossed her brain pan.
Her favorite movie is San Andreas. Is that the one with the earthquakes?
That was a
and The
great,
Rock?
believe it or that was a great movie. Carla, whatever her name
Pompish,
is.
$1.99.
And then
Low
the-
T, thank you.
The blonde in that movie who played his daughter, that wasn't Sydney Sweeney, but she went on to be a pretty big, I think, let's see, what's that movie called? San Andreas. And then the same director with The Rock made a movie based off the video game Rampage. But I haven't seen it, but I heard it was really good.
Yeah.
Tell us more, Jeffy.
That's all I got, but I'm going to tell you who this actress is real quick.
Eddie Pie says that movie was garbage and Jaffe has no taste.
Oh, Addie Pie, go suck your own.
Liquid Tech
mother's
says Tech
dick.
gives neo-Nazi vibes. How?
That was Alexandra Daddario. That's my girlfriend. That's my movie star girlfriend. She played.
Wait a minute.
That's
How
not
do
a
I
bad
give
choice.
neo-Nazi vibes? What is the neo-Nazi
Who
vibe
gives a
that I
shit?
give?
That's my girlfriend.
Hmm.
Who? Liquid 23 is your girlfriend?
I want to see her, Jeff.
No, you want to see her? Okay, hang on. I think she was.
Tech, make sure you
also-
clean up your house and be helpful, old turd.
Addie Pie does say Tech does feel like a Nazi.
I want to say she was also in that crawl space movie with the alligator during the hurricane. That's
Tracy,
I think it's
gave
all the
a
gun
very
control stuff.
straightforward response.
what she
The
said.
gun
said-
control stuff.
I got an
Like you have a
hour
gun
eyebrow
all the
trimmer.
time.
She
just
said,
how
right?
you could
Bust
go.
that
she-
little pistachio.
There is not. She did not even see the question.
She said that's what happens when you got the German in you.
Pompish with $2 says.
I
"You
think
guys
she
playing Mecha
thinks
Break
she's
on Game Pass
texting
today?"
to another chat. She may not even be watching
know.
Downloaded
this.
it.
You guys playing Mecha Break? Oh, that Mecha Break's the robot thing.
Yeah, it's like a robot. I think it's like dinosaur robots, like fighting each other.
No,
It looks pretty fun.
It's
Download
a-
it on Game
it's-
Pass.
It's DLC. I mean, it's free to play and it looks really pretty, but it's apparently the microtransactions are shit. So
About a nickel.
I don't think there's dinosaurs, and I could be wrong though. But thank you so much, Pompish, for that, and also thank you as well for the low T comment. That's 2-2. That's 4. Let's add that to the Ducat pool.
I think we need to do a video series where we teach Bunny how to play a video game.
Yeah, that sounds really exciting.
It's more funny than you think it is, okay?
I don't want to make fun of her.
Trust me. It's not making fun of her. It's laughing with her. She gonna have a great time.
My
Her
life.
thumb's not gonna work
Gonna
right.
Have a great time.
Tech has a money.
think it'd be great.
friendly- Yeah. Jesus, Tracy, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Tracy. Tracy, what the fuck? She's always trying to push buttons. Get your fucking.
She's having fun, Jaffe.
My
Some
back
people
what we
have
do.
fun trolling, and Tracy truly enjoys it. And you know what?
I adore Tracy
I respect
Montgomery.
her for
I
that.
got nothing but love for her, baby. I got nothing for love.
I like
for
to
her,
point out
baby.
Addie Pie says MK should be the new Tech Protect, so someone isn't afraid of poking fun at Jaffe.
You're not. Look,
You're out of the job, Tech. Sorry, dude. I know you just moved there.
I can't. Am I here? Am I live? Can
Sign
you hear
out.
me?
Sign out.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You're done.
I'm back.
Tech has a money
He's
family.
trying to
He
take
hit
your
gold.
job. You tried to get him a job, and now he's trying to take your job.
Yeah.
Now what?
Oh,
You gonna fight him?
Travis,
Addie
I do.
Pie says
I,
I should be
do,
I disconnected him. Get fired, MK.
Listen, he wouldn't even do my challenge. What a fun challenge if you like to be on the radio and the air and the MTV and the whatever this is, YouTube. You know, which is like, all right, who can just pick it up, and it's like the geek video game version of freestyling. It's like, take a video game topic, go, make it entertaining. All right, well, listen, what I think is funny is a lot of people are assuming that just because Xbox is having problems when it comes to a number of studios that have been shut down this week, they're immediately jumping to the conclusion that, see, Xbox Game Pass is bad. Those two things are not related. One could even argue that the reason they're doing it is they're starting to actually bear fruit from the Xbox Game Pass business model and going, we can't afford a title like Forza Motorsport. It's got to be Horizon. It's got to be a little bit more mainstream. It's got to be a little bit bigger. But instead, of course, the fanboyism wins out instead of the logicism wins out. And it's a really bad look. I think gamers should really start focusing only on the gameplay. Back to you, Tech Protect. See that? Instant. Just boom. Just boom.
I'm
like a
back.
Goddamn pro.
That was so
Looking
good.
out a
I missed
dirty
you.
old window. See the dun dun
I
dun
missed you
dun
guys.
dun
You guys
dun
are so
dun dun.
Well, chat, we only have 2 minutes left.
Wonder why.
Beep beep the buzzer.
Are you guys gonna take me to fucking Denny's? I really want moons over my Hemi now.
I have
Give me my Hemi now.
I have moons over my Hemi, but without the ham and French fries, and I love it.
We
I
have
love
the best
2
thing on the
minutes,
menu.
Jaffe. 2 minutes.
Yeah, I guess we're not going to Denny's.
Gaki says, "Damn, this shit's still on."
I love
We
you,
both found
Bukaki.
that one important.
Bukaki.
What the fuck did Tracy just write? Look at that guy.
Look at the guy.
He has one of those homosexual wedding rings that looks like a latex condom. What the fuck? What? What even is that,
Who,
Tracy?
MK?
You got a whole. I don't know. He's the only guy with a wedding
Oh,
ring.
you're talking about mine? Yeah. I do stuff outside, so you got to have like the silicon rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Yeah, a lot
don't,
of
you don't
people have those.
hurt your hands or break your finger.
Wait a minute. Is that
Or
an
break the
actual,
ring.
That's a wedding ring?
Yeah, I've been married for 6 whole years, Jaffe. Believe it or
Yeah, a
not,
lot
a
of people
woman
have
liked me
those rings,
and married
so-
me.
But why do
It's
you have
crazy.
a ring that's rubber?
Did you not know this, Jaffe?
For protection.
The thing.
Yeah, if you're working
It's a thing.
outside, yeah, if you're working outside with your hands, you like mechanic work or carpentry, whatever it is, you don't want to like break your ring, or you don't want to get your finger caught on something with a metal ring, like a gold ring, and have it like
Get it cut off.
break your fucking finger. Yeah. Film Gamer with $5 says,
Wait
if
a
I'm on my
second.
deathbed,
Wait a
I'm
second.
watching
This
Madhouse at
is
the last
this is how
moment.
much of an elite
Family
Jaffe
is
is. There's
temporary.
no
Madhouse
bearing
is
idea.
forever.
Because
Thank you, Film
let's not
Gamer.
kid ourselves. MK Ness doesn't work outside. He doesn't have work
do.
boots, and he works on a car. Maybe
You
in
wanna see my
Gran
boots?
Turismo, he doesn't.
I own a
work with-
Bronco. I work on my Bronco. It's great
He's a man.
time.
Lucy,
He's a
put your
man.
hands up close to the camera.
No, that's nothing. That's bullshit.
Yeah, he's nice. He's got some calluses. Yeah, his hands
I
are
also
nice.
lotion my hands too because I'm a sophisticated gentleman.
See?
I don't even.
Because I love my
understand.
wife and I don't want callousy hands.
Look. I'm gonna come out and I'll just say what everybody's thinking. Okay, first off, let's do Film Gamer.
Everyone's
Thank
thinking
you.
this. Are you sure, Jaffe?
Yes.
Because it seems like based on your chat, you are not really the majority opinion here.
I'm on my deathbed. I'm watching Madhouse in my last moment. Family's temporary, Madhouse forever. Thank you for that, buddy. I'm going to add that.
Yeah, I would probably just want to early in that case, but
You would want to what?
just check out early if I was watching Madhouse is the last thing I was going to watch.
Here's the thing. I can't. And again, this is 2025. Okay. And I don't. My brother's probably not watching because it's really late in Alabama. But if there's a gay person watching that has good gaydar, dude, you're gay as the day is long, and you know you are, but you're not out.
I did do musical theater for a really long time.
I love musical theater, but you're a gay man, and that's wonderful. But why don't you own it? Let me go in.
I would kiss Tech Protect on the
one's
lips right
in the
now.
chat if you
Come
think MK Ness is in the closet. One's in the chat.
If I am, cool. Fantastic.
Of course.
Why are you trying to demonize being gay, David Jaffe? Why are you trying to make that a wrong thing to say?
It's not a wrong thing to say. There's nothing in the
Why
world.
are you trying to make me feel bad for being gay if I was gay?
You
Maybe
shouldn't.
I'm pansexual. Maybe I'm bisexual.
There is
You don't know. You
absolutely-
haven't asked, you some bitch.
There is
What is it
absolute.
about him that makes you think he's
I'll
gay?
tell you in a moment. But there's
He's pretty.
Can I finish? There's absolutely nothing in the world wrong with being gay. It would never even have occurred to me to say that as some derogatory statement. No one's saying what I'm commenting on. Even Tech Protect says one.
So literally everybody but me. I'm the only one that put 2 MK. Just know that.
I do like Canadian Connor that says M gay.
But what I'm
Hold on.
what I'm saying though, Pompous hits it 5 times. That's just wishful thinking, Pompous. No matter how many times you hit it, if it ain't true, it ain't true.
Pompish wish I sent him a dick pic.
Absolutely. But what all
Me too.
all I'm saying is that I'm more interested in the conversation about why in 2025, because you're right. There's nothing shameful at all about it. Why wouldn't you be open about it? That's fascinating to me.
Because there's still stigma. That's the answer.
You
All right, we
think-
can move on to the next question.
Is there really? Like I maybe
Yeah,
amongst
absolutely.
older people. Like
I live in
want-
Kansas, my dude.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Because I look at
You
Lindsey.
live in San Diego, which is like,
Yeah.
you know, a little
Yeah,
bit more
yeah, yeah.
conservative for
Yeah.
California, but it's still pretty fucking
It's still pretty.
liberal.
Yeah, I look
Like,
at like Lindsey Graham, and I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. You're gay is crazy gay. Go enjoy being gay, man. There's no shame in it. But he's willing.
no, he's
to,
got to do something, you know, bad first and get caught for it, and then he'll be
He's-
found out
but
to be
he's
gay, just like
willing
Kevin
to-
Spacey.
Yeah. I don't know.
Would Jaffe kiss a pretty guy?
Hang on.
Yes.
Tracy says I could tell he was gay by how he was chicken out. Tracy, my sweet dear friend, what in the fuck? Okay, Tracy.
So you're telling me, Dave, it's mad because his son is never going to be a man?
Do not go there, Tracy. There's a limit with me. You can play with me. You can toy with me. We can have
Heck, do you
fun.
want to lean over on this side and we
Do
can like, kiss?
not.
My camera ends right
Do.
here.
Hang on.
Hello.
Disappointing.
Do not
Kiss son camera.
bring that shit up in that way. And I like you, Tracy. I'm a fan.
It's after stream.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck you, Tracy. All right. Anyways,
Yeah.
I like Tracy.
I'll
but
see
I mean,
you at the
there's-
Walmart,
That
Tracy.
was too far.
But no, look. What were we talking about before Tracy was?
Well, that's the show.
Is that the show? So we're not going to Denny's. I'm so bummed. Well,
we
you know what? Fuck it.
are-
We'll go to Denny's. We're just not going to IRL it. If they don't want to see us at Denny's, fine.
Me too.
Can I drive?
Me too.
You are driving. I'm not driving.
Oh,
I gotta-
yeah. You drive scary, Jaffe.
Yeah, you goddamn right.
We're taking your car.
Tracy, you can be forgiven if you buy us how many more gifted memberships? 40 or $42. Thank you so much, Pompish. We appreciate it, buddy. Now she's going to go to
Thank you,
bed. She's going to go to bed and feel bad. She should. She should feel bad.
Pomp's for $2 says, Tracy, that's enough wine for tonight.
Goddamn right. And again, I don't hate Tracy. I still consider myself a fan.
Tracy's doubling down.
Tracy, get your stupid fucking ass in here if you want to have this conversation. Don't fucking have it with text that barely is fucking English. I don't know. I understood.
Also, she's
wait a
mistaken.
minute. I understood reading Canterbury Tales the first time in Old English more than I understand what the fuck you're typing half the time. All right. And yes, that is a joke for intelligent people. Sorry. But get in here. Drag your old bones in here, Tracy, and let's have that conversation.
Yeah. Also, she's
On a
she's
side
just
note, my
wrong.
nipples are rock hard when you're
Yes,
saying
I
that.
think she's
Yeah.
what's she saying anyway?
Who the fuck knows what she's saying? Tracy, don't fucking comment me. Don't you fucking comment
Tracy.
me.
Jaffe, can you do me a favor on Discord? Okay, don't.
Yeah, you goddamn right, Mining the Stars. Chauncey for the win. What about Discord?
All right. Do you see my name on Discord on the side where it says like Tech Protect and all that?
Yeah, well, it's popped out. That's the reason it's really kind of a pain, but I will in a second.
Yeah. Do you see how it says G&G next to my name?
Yeah.
If you click that, you should have the option to adopt the tag. You see that?
Gee.
I don't really care. I mean, I don't see it.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, are you asking me, do I want to adopt the tag of a show
Yeah.
that
I want you.
that I don't really do anymore?
Adopt the tag. It's for the Discord, not for the show.
Pompish with a
can
pregnant pause for 99 cents. Thank you,
represent.
Pompish.
All right, Tracy, if you don't call, you're done. You either donate to stay in the chat or you call or you're out for at least 24 hours. I'm not putting up with it. We love you
Yeah,
here.
Tracy, you can get-
You're a delightful person, and I'll even engage with you in conversation. But what I won't do is have you take shots from the cheap seats and run off into the safety of Twitter or of text. You either fucking get on the goddamn show and you fucking talk about it, or you're done we're going to time you out for 24 hours. I won't fucking stand for it. Thank you, Pompish. Appreciate it very, very much.
Thank you twice, Pompish.
Goddamn right.
Mwah.
And maybe you don't understand this, Tracy, because your husband's not a real man. And you don't have a real man putting you in your place. You run all over him. He's pussy whipped, and that's fine. But I ain't putting up with it. Not a goddamn bit. How dare you? How fucking dare you? Assumptions about my beautiful, brilliant children. You fucking ghoul.
Calvin's pretty cool, I think.
I like him. Cool guy.
Yeah, cool guy.
Jesus of Nazareth. David is not believed said in the Bible. The Bible can kiss my fucking ass. The Bible is an old book that is written by a bunch of white fucking men that wanted to keep power and keep women like you basically, subservient, and has been written and edited over the centuries. Even statements attributed to Jesus. Historically, we can prove Jesus never said them. They were said by various popes and various religious authorities. So don't fucking bring up the goddamn stupid fucking Bible like you got some kind of win. The Bible says a lot of crazy shit, Tracy. You gotta be out of your goddamn mind. You gotta be out of your goddamn mind, lady.
Yeah. Call in, Tracy. Yep. Pussy. Tracy, I think you have to call in. Times out are not fun, says Connor.
All right. This is it, Tracy. I'll give you 1 minute. Make a call, baby. You got 1 minute. I'm going to...
$2 says, I'm going till my credit card declines. Thank God.
As the American way, baby. Thank you so much. Do you know, this is how little I knew about money. Oh, shit. Well, we got an extra 30 minutes. I think.
Oh, yeah, we hit it. Yeah, actually, Popish, you brought us over the edge.
It sure
Wow.
Sure would be nice if Tracy called in. Thank you, Popish. We appreciate it, buddy.
Another $1. Thanks, Popish.
Thank you, buddy. Keep track of this
you.
because I got it before we start the timer on this. I need to take the dog out, but yeah, you got nothing, Tracy. If you don't have the courage to call in, shut the fuck up. I'll time you out. But we'd love to have you call in, buddy, because I don't hate you. I just think what you're saying is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. What do you mean Pompish is going to make Denny's happen? I thought we're doing Denny's with memberships.
Members.
Did you change the
Yeah.
rules, Tech, and say that?
No. It was if we could do it in like the next 20 minutes, and that was like half an hour ago.
Oh, okay.
We are only 16 members away from getting Denny's on stream, though.
All right, well, listen, let's do this. I'm going to go take the dog out. We'll start the timer when I get back. Do not start bringing in 50 people. If Tracy comes in, MK Nest goes. But it's not one. I don't want to come back like I always do, and there's like
Rude.
8 people. It's not rude. It's not rude.
We could have 2 people from Kansas in the same call.
Listen.
I'm gonna send Sarah with you on the dog walk.
Why?
Take courage, so you guys can dog walk in tandem.
All right,
I want to see how that goes.
That's fine.
Good play.
All right, I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Bunny, you gonna hang out? You doing all right? Not too late?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Jesus, Pompous.
Bunny, regale me with a story.
Wait a minute.
I want to know a story.
What kind of story?
Just any story. Any story's fine. You're so nice. Yeah, tell me a story.
There once was a story that I heard a long time ago, and I didn't think it was real, but it was about this man.
Gay
He
guy?
was a grumpy man.
Oh, come on now. you know, I mean, you guys are not used to passion, man.
Jamie, I'm just kidding.
No.
I don't even think you're grumpy, but now, like, you getting all excited is my favorite part.
Read what Frank Last wrote.
What?
He wrote Frank Last.
Regale, yeah, definitely gay.
I mean,
God
come
damn
on, man. Come on.
God damn it. How do I keep doing
Open the door and step out, baby. It's 2025, man.
How does this keep happening to me?
Well, you're using words
Everywhere
like
I go.
regale. And you're like, tell me a story. These are the things.
Story, buddy.
These are the things. You know? Okay.
Like time through the hourglass. These are the days of your
Okay,
life.
here's what's interesting. I'm going to go to take the dog out.
Okay.
I don't know what you guys are going to do, but you got to keep the chat engaged.
Bunny's gonna finish the story.
Pompey says his credit card finally declined. Oh, thank you, buddy. Can somebody tell Tech when he gets back to add up? Here he is.
He's back. Our sweet baby boy.
Hey, Tech.
Or a
Pompish's card got declined, but
Jesus.
I know. But that said, though, he added a couple more dollars. Can you just keep track? So when I get back from taking the dog, I'll put it up. Tracy says she's in Discord. All right, you come. I'm going to take the dog out first.
She's not in Discord. She's stupid.
No, she's not.
She's
dumb.
She's not stupid.
She's a dumb bitch. Fucking
no,
stupid idiot.
No.
If you can say that someone who's like, I love the 4th of July because, I love America. You're like, that guy is stupid. And this bitch fucking making like negative comments about being like a trans person. She's fucking stupid,
He's
Jaffe.
also schizophrenic.
Yeah,
you
she's
must remember
Stupid
that.
schizophrenic, all right?
She's sick.
No. Yeah.
My grandmother was schizophrenic. She would never fucking be out here being like, you want to fucking represent your dad's fucking love. No, but she would say something about black people. It's a different story, but
That's a different thing. Yeah,
it's a different thing.
All right, well, she's
She's
not in
stupid.
Discord, Tracy, unless your name is...
She's on her way.
She's on her way.
She definitely
She's on
is
her-
in Discord.
On her way to the grave,
she
that
just
old hag.
opened
That
it.
dumb fuck.
She opened it.
She's
She
not in the
wasn't
waiting
Yeah.
room, right?
Madhouse
She's
waiting
making her
room,
way.
Tracy.
All right, I'll
She's
be
not
back.
in any room in the Discord. It's
Making
fucking-
my way downtown, walking fast.
She's in the
Down.
lolcow Discord right now. What the fuck what are we gonna do with you in the lolcow Discord, bud?
Were you just singing Vanessa Carlton A Million Miles?
And I need you.
If I could fall
Yeah,
into
everybody
your
was.
sky. I'm not going to sing more because I don't want a
everybody-
copyright strike. Because
I'm worried about the fact that you missed the Pride Parade this month, son.
Well, or had a great idea. She said, "Give him Pokey Gaga gay test."
Why are gay people just a accumulation of feminine, masculine songs like that? I want to go into your stereotypical views of
One
gay
moment,
people.
one moment,
David
one
Jaffe?
moment. Which song are you under the impression was masculine?
I don't know. I was just decided
Because it
to
ain't Vanessa
fill with
Carlton.
word vomit.
A
It
Million
was
Mi-
not. No.
And by the way,
I just word vomited that one.
I am a fan of hardcore music like Charmillionaire.
Yeah.
Oh, the great Charmillionaire.
Look what Aura
Who could
Ohio.
forget?
Look what she wrote. She wrote Carmillion Miles. Woo. Okay.
Laura's hilarious.
Listen, I'll be back. Tracy is now in there. I'll be back. Bring her on if you want.
Oh, Pompish is in there
We
too.
bring her
Look at
in.
all the people.
Once he's
Right now?
back.
Right now?
No.
Okay.
Jaffe gets back.
What do we want
And
to
I
talk
need
about?
you.
How long is it gonna take to
Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
walk? And I need you.
Oh, let me
And
get.
so I wonder.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah, you're both going together. Just go tell
That's my audition. That's I could host a gaming show because I could sing a song like that.
Yeah. You
Bunny, I'm
could.
gonna need you to be like my inside woman. You know?
You guys entertain him. Hold on.
I got you.
Okay.
Justice for Glass Burrito.
Justice
Oh,
for
shit.
Glass burrito.
You're about to mime freak.
Oh,
the fuck
my
out.
God.
Wow. Holy shit.
Oh my god,
How'd he do
it's
it?
crazy.
And they said you were gay.
That's all I got.
Ain't no way.
Gay
Magic
people don't
man
know
like
magic.
that. Yeah. No.
Yeah, obviously, it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where'd
tell
they-
me a
where'd they
story,
go?
Bunny. Did he have to
What story?
go? Tell me a story, Bunny.
Tell me what you want a story about, and then I'll tell
Well, a little story about a prince who's
About a prince?
being held captive by a mean old man.
you. Is he a grumpy old man?
He's grumpy. He's so mean. I
He's
think
a-
about it all the
he's not
time.
mean. He's passion, full of passion. That's what he always says. He's
Is
not
that
grumpy,
what it
he's
is? Yeah, that's something. Passion is a word for it.
passionate. That's what
He's a
he
mean
says.
old man, you know that? He's a
He's
spiteful.
not mean.
He's
No,
so mean.
He's not mean. He's
Out of all my Jewish
misunderstood.
relatives, he's meaner than all of them.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. I don't know what went wrong.
Oh no. What's the meanest thing you've ever heard Jaffe say?
Oh. I think he called someone a cunt waffle one time.
Well, that's not
That's pretty mean.
Oh,
It
is
made me
it?
giggle. I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's funny.
He's just grumpy. MK misses the old
Okay.
Jaffe. I do miss the old Jaffe. I miss when Jaffe had like a twinkle in his eye, like when he actually had the big beard and he didn't care, and like he
Maybe
didn't
that's the
like
beard. He needs the
when he was in
beard.
love with Grums. Do you remember Grums?
Crumbs.
You don't know who Grums is, but
Hmm.
boy, you should ask Jaffe about Grums when he gets back.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's
please
he
do.
gonna? Okay.
I think he'll really enjoy it.
I think I
Myself.
want to not ask him that because
He
he had a
loves
little
it. See,
snap.
Saltsy B says, "Oh my God, Grums!" Like in that exact way. Should be relegated to the deepest mines of the internet, like in like a diamond mine to make diamonds out of his content. You're right, Saltsy Beast. Tracy Montgomery says David's in the bathroom crying right now.
He might be.
Yeah, you
It's a
should
little
ask
creepy.
about Pete. Well, okay, PK99. Bunny knows about P Turtle. We don't need Bunny to
Yeah.
ask about. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Bunny is
I met
familiar
P
with P
Turtle
Turtle.
once.
Grums, on the other hand, his dear old friend, his old colleague,
Mhm.
needs to ask some questions about him.
Hmm.
I feel like he's setting you up.
That's what
I
I was
would
about to
never
say.
do
I feel
that.
like I'm being set up. Yeah.
You know what?
I'm smart.
Our sweet
I'm
boy
the one
has
that's broken out of the
returned.
matrix. I ain't falling for your
Our sweet
codes.
boy.
Hello.
Hey, Tech Protect.
Hello.
When Jeffy gets back, can Bunny ask about Grums?
No.
God damn it.
She has to ask about Grums. Not that she can. She has to.
Okay, that's better. That's better.
Yeah,
No.
either today or tomorrow when he's high.
No.
Oh, yeah, save it for tomorrow
Oh,
for
maybe
sure.
tomorrow when he's high. I'm gonna
Yeah,
forget
that'd be
that I wasn't
great.
supposed to or something.
Let's do that.
What did Zero
A
Cool
plus.
say that he took away? I don't know. Anyways, fuck you, Tracy. You're stupid.
No, I didn't meet P Turtle IRL. I met him like in Discord. I just meant like I've talked to Adam. He's talked at me.
Aren't we
We
all
talked
like
at
P
each other
Turtle
for
inside
briefly.
somewhere?
Did we get 60 votes with 80% of people saying Jaffe
Yeah.
would kiss a pretty guy?
Yes. Our gaydar is going off for David Jaffe. You know, the thing is, like, Jaffe has like a hard decline on like any prospect whatsoever of gay involvement whatsoever. And to me, that's probably the most telling thing whatsoever. Because I'm out here and I'd kiss you on the lips right now. If our screens could touch right now, Tech, I would do it.
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
Y'all
no, let's not
cookie.
do that.
Please.
Okay. Wow.
Bunny!
Wow. You think you know someone.
Bunny, why do you
I
want to
know
make
them.
me gay so bad?
It's like a hobby.
What? What do you mean it's a hobby? I'm in a committed monogamous relationship.
A chameleon?
What's that like?
Jitting Din, who I've never seen in chat before, says Jaffe kissed plenty at Sony. What do you know,
Oh.
secret chatter? What do you know?
Not the lips. It was not the lips. Anus.
Have you kissed a girl, Bunny?
Ass.
What?
Have you kissed a girl?
What?
I've done more than kiss a girl.
Did you
Kissed a
like it?
girl and liked it.
Ah,
That tracks. That makes sense.
Tell me about what flavor was her chapstick.
It was cherry.
Ah, you're part of the secret club.
Tell us a story.
Yeah.
All girls only use cherry, even though that's my least favorite.
Yeah, imagine you get a guy. He's super funny, super attractive. Let's say he's like an 8 or a 9 in looks, right? But he's a comedian, right? But he's from Tulsa.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, how do you feel about Tulsa?
I don't care.
No, we don't fuck with Tulsa, Oklahoma here, Bunny.
I was
Fuck
gonna say,
Tulsa.
whoever is gonna have to move, I'm not moving.
What?
I'm not moving.
What if
I love North
another bedroom at the Jaffe house opened up? Pompash at $5 says this is a new card. And MK's ring looks suspiciously a little too sparkly for me. Also, Shadowcaster. And why your ring got glitter on it?
Rubber ring. I think it's just the glimmer of the light.
From the disc.
It's one of those that like has like the grooves on the inside, so it has sweat canals. I know that's attractive.
Oh.
So then all the sweat escapes the band, so you don't have like all like the chafing and everything. I'm a
look like you would date a
connoisseur of
girl.
rubber rings.
You look like you date a girl that has sweat canals.
Oh yeah.
What?
Is there anything better? Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Hell
it's
yeah.
called
Ain't
it's
that drip
the
fan out?
Hell yeah. That's what it's all
Bunny is a
about.
strong woman, says Tracy Montgomery, with 3 female signs and 3 high heels.
Thank you. I have 3 legs.
That's 'cause
She's a
I got 3
redneck
feet.
woman. Dun, 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 dun.
Mhm.
Gonna sing clips of a song until this stream's demonetized.
Don't do that. That hurts me too.
'Cause she's a
Why do you hate
redneck
Jackie
woman.
so much that it burns me?
Because he's
Okay?
really mean to Glass. He
You know why?
made
Yeah, but I'm
fun
over
of
here
him.
fighting for Glass. I'm saying justice for Glass Burrito this whole time, and you just keep putting down the show that I'm also on.
How long can you like acapella sing something before like you get demonetized? Can you answer that question for me, technology protection?
As long as you don't sing it well, then you're fine.
Oh,
But if you
we're
sing
good.
it too
We're
good,
great. We're set. Hell
Tracy
yeah! All
Montgomery,
right.
fuck you, Tracy, with your fucking 3
Justice for
female
Glass
signs,
Burrito.
3
Thank you,
heels.
Canadian Connor. You understand. You're a real one.
You know why Bunny puts, or do you know why Tracy puts an extra like emoji in her messages? She puts 3. Do you know why, Bunny? She's an extra fucking 21st chromosome. That fucking stupid woman. Fuck you, Tracy.
He's not stupid.
Darth Nugget says, Tracy, the show needs you. It's dying a miserable death. Sorry, there's a little thing blocking the screen. I'm sorry.
We're just waiting on
MK.
Jack. She and them.
MK. Oh yeah, Jeffy will come back. He's walking the dog. MK's got that beautiful gay cowboy voice, says Addie Pie.
Yeah. All right. Let's go.
Sharp
Say I
Sandman
Look
says,
at-
I have a question in waiting room tag.
Hacker says, well, in that case, don't try to sing Creed.
What's your question, Sharp Sandman?
Mr. Sandman,
Are you there? Do you have a question?
give us a question.
I guess not. All right.
All right,
Matt
cool.
Marco says it brings all the boys to the chat.
Oh.
Pompage $2 says Tracy speak in paragraphs. She speaks in paragraphs. Mish with a
Tracy
Kansas
says, I just
heart.
like to stir it up. You know what I mean? Because I'm from Kansas and we are tornadoes. So when I get on here, I tear it up because what they want to downplay, like they're special and they're little California. That's what she says.
Mhm.
Take that,
Tracy.
technology protection. That's
Sometimes
why
you
I'm
Ja-
here.
stir
I'm the
Jaffe's
tornado,
from-
a little
baby.
too
Yeah.
much. So.
Jaffe's from Alabama. I'm from Nevada. Bunny's from North Carolina. No one is born in California here. And this is a Kansas boy telling you, that reading
Actually,
out
I
the
was born in
chat.
California, but that's beside the point.
Oh, okay. You know what? Fuck you. Okay. That's
God damn it.
Did you know Kansas is the geographic center of the continental United States?
Yes,
That's
matter of fact, I did. It was just voted a big accolade. Wichita, Kansas, in particular, is voted the number 2 most boring city in the United States of America.
Yeah.
We're number 2, baby.
You know what
Someone's
the,
more boring than us.
You know the state flower of Kansas is?
Sunflower, I think.
Yeah, it's the wild sunflower.
I'm smart.
Bunny.
What?
You know what the
I'm trying
state
to-
bird of Kansas is?
I don't know. Is this woodpecker?
No, it's the
Nice.
western meadowlark. It's known for having a
Everyone
flute
knows
like
that.
little singing voice. It sounds like a flute in the wind.
And they're everywhere.
Okay. Well,
They're
what did
cute.
Tracy say?
Why are
about
we
this?
dropping Kansas facts?
We're we're talking about Kansas, and I know facts about Kansas. And you know that's where Pizza Hut comes from?
Yes, White Castle as well. The original
Yeah.
Pizza Hut is actually still in Wichita, Kansas, and you could go there and it's become a museum. So no one
Yeah,
get out Pizza
19
Hut, man.
1958, the founding of Pizza Hut, Wichita, Kansas.
There is a town outside of Wichita called Hutchinson, Kansas, about an hour and a half outside of town. And that town is actually the town that's inspired Smallville, where Superman grew up. So every day, once a year, on Superman's creation date, they actually rename the town. We bored Bunny. She just walked off. God
She
damn it.
fucking left. We were down to 100.
She's just like,
Shit's
I'm done
fucking
with this
falling
shit.
apart.
We're done.
Well, you want to hear a
guys are
fun
talking
fact about
fucking Superman?
Kansas was home of the first woman mayor in the United States.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
good.
Argonia, Kansas. I'm pretty sure. I'll Google it, but I'm pretty
Why
sure
do
it's
you
Argonia,
use Kansas
Kansas.
facts? What's going on?
I know facts about everything, MK Ness. I have the bad
Okay.
autism that makes me learn everything I can. It's stupid.
I got the
Also
video
got the-
game autism.
Kansas also has the ball of twine thing, the largest ball of twine.
It does. And
Yeah.
then
And a
Wamego,
funny-
Kansas is where the Wizard of Oz Museum is. And they did a lot of filming in Wamego, Kansas. Wherever you go, Wamego too. I'm so funny.
You know, there was a book when I was in like middle school or elementary. It was like the funniest like useless laws. Do you know what's a useless law that Kansas has?
What?
Go ahead.
Officially, they have a no whale hunting law.
Oh.
But there's no ocean. There's no what? There's no
Don't even
whales.
try.
You better
You
not.
fucking try, yeah.
Or
Or some of those. Go ahead.
you also can't hunt rabbits off the back of motorboats in Kansas. Okay, like what? Like okay, why?
I mean, I can see my neighbor doing that, like just driving around with the motorboat attached in like hitch and just like
From the back
sniping
of it.
rabbits as they go around the neighborhood. That could totally
Officer,
happen in this.
I
my
wasn't in
neighborhood.
my vehicle. I was on the motorboat.
Another fun
Ah.
fact: Amelia Earhart, also a Hutchinson native, and I think today is the day of her anniversary that she actually got lost in the Bermuda Triangle as well. That's not the Illuminati. That's the
That's
Bermuda
something.
Triangle. Just saying.
Amelia Earhart, I think recently there was information released that she was probably not even like stranded like how we think she was. Potentially she was sending out like radio signals for like a week after like crashing her plane without any response. Like they just ignored
She's
her.
AI. There's no doubt.
Kansas also is
Typical men.
home.
Am I right? Not listening to their women.
It's home to
Sexism.
the largest hand dug well. I think in the world. It might be the United States. It's like 110 feet deep. A well. Dug by
I
hand.
did not know that.
Could you dig
They're
could you dig a well by hand? You think MK?
Not in
Give me
Kansas.
enough
This
math
whole
not
thing
to
is
dig-
freaking like clay in here, but they're Wichita, Kansas. A couple things about Wichita. The city floods every single year, like to the point where like the businesses would be like overrun by water by like 2-3 feet because it's just the rain comes down that heavy in the area. So
Yeah.
then this guy named Mitch Mitchell created
Yeah.
like just decided to start digging a hole, and they called him Big Ditch Mitch. And then he dug
Yeah.
a hole in the middle of freaking Kansas, and that's like the whole infrastructure for like how like Wichita does their whole like drainage, I suppose. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I lost my momentum halfway through that story, and I'm sorry. I'm boring the chat probably. I'm sorry, chat.
No
Canadian
worries.
Connor saying
You know-
deport tech.
Yeah, deport.
Okay.
tech, What I saw.
I
deport
bet we can
myself.
guess your name in about 10 top Mexican last names, and more than likely it's one of yours, says Tracy. Go ahead and try, loser. Anyways.
I'm the only one that knows that information.
Kansas is so boring that they have a lot of like food shit that comes out of Kansas, like the Pizza Hut, like the White Castle. Icy, the like frozen drinks, whatever. Also a Kansas company.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. What do you think?
I've
Buzz?
only lived here for like 6-7 years.
Yep.
No, I'm gonna stop giving you Kansas facts then. Fuck off.
Yeah, I can't use words. Bunny is thoroughly excited. She just got up in the middle of our
Kansas
conversation
fan.
on a win.
I went to
Oh,
get. I
thanks.
had a slushie. Do you not want me to have a slushie?
There's a Jaffe.
Oh, there he is. Jaffe, we plummeted your viewership. Everything's okay though, because we're regaling everyone with Kansas facts. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
What happened? What
know-
happened to Tracy?
She's still being a bitch.
Whoa, what
you know how,
happened?
like,
Did she come on the
California-
show?
No, we're
No.
waiting for you. It's your fight to fight, not mine.
Yeah,
So
but
I'll
she-
just, I'll
Hey
just
Tracy,
let her.
join the waiting room. We're ready for you.
Come back in the
They're
Discord.
probably gonna kick me out, but still.
Yeah. Bunny, you know how California is like the gold state because they got a lot of gold?
Yeah.
Do you know what resource North Carolina is known for having?
What?
It's emeralds. They're the gem state. They've got a lot of emeralds and a lot of little gems.
Do
and
you
shit.
know that you guys are might have Donald Trump's daughter running for a senator of North Carolina? It's true.
Well, shit. She's probably gonna win.
And she'll
that.
probably win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, look at Tracy. She's leaving. Coward. Coward.
I think she's not coming back, Scoobs.
Fuck you, Tracy.
I don't care. Scroll back up to what Tracy said about my mom. I'd love to see.
I'll read you all of the chat activity. Hold on.
This game, by the way, on the Discord, our Discord, Mighty Rhea. I'm in the beta for that. I haven't gone into it yet, though. But I hear it's pretty good. All right, what did she say?
She's going back and deleting her messages, by the way.
Well, just paraphrase. I don't care.
No, I'm gonna read these fucking messages.
Well,
Fuck.
getting rid of them.
She's Tracy.
Zero Cool, what do you think? Oh my God, you're so funny. God, what a weirdo. It's like, I don't even understand your angle. Like, if you had an angle, I would go, oh, fascinating. Wow, you're saying stuff about where my mom's body is. So? That's a hard thing to... Ooh, icy.
Which was created in Kansas, apparently. I didn't believe you,
Kansas.
actually, Bunny. You're welcome, America.
Yeah, I don't need any prayers from Jesus. Tell Jesus he can skip over me tonight.
Tell us a story, Bunny.
Okay, here's all the fucking Tracy fucking things for today. I'm trying to look at them all.
So are we going to Denny's or that's not going down tonight? It's just not happening. I hear you guys. I hear you guys lost us 50 viewers.
We did. Matter of fact.
Well, yeah.
No, we lost like 20.
Jesus Christ, K-Nubs. I thought you were like the second coming of streamers that I need to hire right away.
They just started talking about Kansas.
They don't get it.
It did.
They don't get it.
Yep.
It's not a phone call with your friends. It's you have to say shit.
It's not?
It's compelling.
This whole time?
What do you mean?
You lost
What?
20 viewers and you were just talking about Kansas.
We did it. I'm looking at it.
The viewers just went up another 5, 10, so hey, it'll be all right, buddy. Don't worry about it. Sit back down.
We lost 6 viewers. We're back up 1. So
Damn.
we lost 5.
Now we have 101 Dalmatians. Look at them. They're all beautiful little doggies in the chat.
Why
right
didn't
now.
Tracy join the call? I don't know. She was in there and she's called in before and
She left when you left.
And we've really enjoyed it. And now she's been a real transphobic asshole tonight, Tracy, and I'd like to talk to you about it. Yeah, Amelia Earhart went missing today. I mean, 80 years ago.
And she's from Hutchinson, Kansas. See, it all comes together. That's why we're talking about Kansas. It's important. Tracy's in Kansas. I'm in Kansas. It's probably the most important state.
Did they do Carry On My Wayward Son?
They are also from Kansas. The band Kansas.
Yeah.
Very good, Jaffe.
Well, they also did Dusty
Very
Wind,
good.
but I don't think it's as good as Carry On Wayward Son. Carry On Wayward Son.
Carry On has like that solo in the middle of it that just rips.
No.
Chef kiss. They come to like a dive bar like every single year and sell it out. It's great.
Oh yeah. Do you know
Jeffy.
I got a call from the management of the band Kiss recently? They wanted me to consult with those guys on a video game. Think about that.
Mike's cutting out. You're not speaking into your mic.
Can you hear me?
Go for it now.
Yeah.
I got a call from the management of the band Kiss. You know the band Kiss? And
Yeah.
they wanted me to consult with the guys on a video game they wanted to make. But
Can Bunny be involved? Because I think that's your favorite thing in the world, isn't it, Bunny?
Yeah, I love Kansas.
the band Kiss?
Yeah, we've talked about this.
Yeah, that's like one of the first things that she said when you guys
I
met.
got out my.
I remember, I was
Meets
there.
The Phantom of the Park VHS.
Oh,
We were like,
okay.
Yeah.
She has like everything, like
yeah, and we were
memorabilia.
like, we're gonna watch it in the Discord. Hi, sometime, and then we
Yeah.
forgot all this. I remember every bit of it.
He also doesn't know that you wear
He was obsessed with your
knee-highs
cooter flaps.
always.
Wow,
He
Jeffy.
didn't think about your brain. He thought about your cooter flaps.
I don't know. Wow.
Wow.
Jeffy!
You know a guy.
Do you know the first ever 911 call? It's from Alabama. Fuck
You've
is Jeff- what does
heard
Jeffy do?
you've heard of Kiss the band?
Kiss was
You're
a-
upsetting my dog, David Jaffe. You're upsetting my dog.
They didn't call me. I was kidding. I know you love Kiss. I just wanted to get your reaction.
Now I feel like
Oh,
you're lying
Tracy's
about
back
that.
in the chat. Would you look at that?
Now you feel like what?
Now I feel like you're lying about that, and their whatever did reach out to you, and you're just like, shit.
No, if they did, I would take you to the meeting.
Oh no,
You wouldn't want to go?
I would want to go.
Well, you can't fuck them there, though. Yeah,
Why would I want to do that?
because you're a big fan of Kiss. Like you wouldn't.
Not of their body.
Apparently not that
I
big
don't
of a
know,
fan, then.
I assumed you'd want to like fuck the demon and the cat man. and
Naturally, if you like
Star
something, you want to
Child.
fuck it. Obviously.
No.
What
No,
band?
Just like how I want to fuck David. I
Hate
mean,
my
I don't want
childhood.
to do that.
What band would you be a groupie for, Bunny Button? Like you'd say, that's it. I'm in. I'm in. I'd be a Taylor Swift groupie. If she called me, I'm just like, all right.
Yeah?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know that I.
Although I think Selena Gomez is probably hotter to me than Taylor Swift, but you know.
Really?
What about that Manchester Orchestra guy? He's a pretty good looking guy.
Okay, the fact
Isn't
that
he?
you what the fuck is Manchester
Baby
Orchestra?
Hole. Jeffy, you don't have great taste in music.
I have great
Yeah, you're
taste.
kind
in
of
it.
washed up, my dude.
He likes Trillionaire.
It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You just don't understand.
Andy
Bunny and I
Hall
understand
from
each other on a different level.
Manchester Orchestra is a very handsome fellow, and he's very talented. So yeah, you get it.
I like vitamin C. Have you guys heard of vitamin C?
As we go on, we remember.
I got to give credit to that. I got to give credit to Travis for that callback there. He wrote vitamin
Yes,
C.
well done, Travis.
That's good.
All right, well, Tech, I
I'm
guess
glad you stayed, Travis.
I guess, you know, look. The poor
viewers are
man
still going up.
The poor man wants to go to Denny's. Take him to fucking
Aw.
Denny's.
Guys, can I get
I don't-
5 gifted members, please, so I can go?
Yeah,
Just
give
5
it-
members.
I mean, what the
Denny's.
fuck? What the fuck?
How many members for me to go to Denny's?
You can go to Denny's now if you want. Hell,
Tracy.
I wish you'd go to Denny's. Get the fuck out of here.
Tracy, you're a fucking bitch. Tracy says, "Mom is here, Tech. Oh, my ghost box. Her name is Maria Lopez.
Maria.
From Saved by the Bell?
My mom was white. She has a very white name.
Maria.
Yeah,
Maria, I have to tell you,
Maria.
your baby is stillborn. No, he just looks that way, Doc. I will call him Tech Protect.
Bunny, what's a whiter name for a woman than Marilyn?
Bridget
Amber.
or
Amber?
Amber?
You think
Victoria?
Amber's more white than Mary Lynn?
I think I've only
Hey,
known like redhead.
Hey,
Ambers,
did
like
he
natural
really?
redhead.
Did he really split fries? I mean, seriously, if you think about the number of people that lost their food stamps, their Medicaid. I mean, I don't know what to say, fellas. I don't know what to say.
Tracy's saying she's going to hop on right now.
Great, but I mean, I feel for you. I'm sorry about that, man.
Oh, Jeffy, when she hops in, I'm gonna need you to right-click her name and disable video, so she cannot flash the screen.
Oh,
a little too
let
unhinged
the
to be trusted.
fucking woman flash the
No.
screen.
Tracy?
You know, there's
What's happening?
I don't know, but you just said her first name and nothing else happened. I thought Bunny
Oh,
Bo-
Ruth is a white name. That's
Bobo
true.
Brown looks like you
Yeah.
have a
I'm crazy.
feather duster for a butt plug.
He just got a bath today.
He's
got a good
beautiful. He's
wash,
beautiful.
Aww.
He's gonna be ready to celebrate the 4th of July like a proud American.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Shut the hell up. Oh man.
We're just going for the hot dogs, Chaffee.
I
It's all
know.
about hot dogs. That's all
Jeffy
Americans
hates
really
that.
care about,
I
Jeffy.
don't-
Nobody's in their backyards eating hot dogs talking about how much they love America.
Now
They're just
wait
eating the damn hot
well,
dogs.
wait a minute. See, this is what Tech and I were talking about today. What I said to Tech was, he says, "What's wrong with people just loving the 4th of July for fireworks and hanging out with their family and having a barbecue?"
together.
And I said, "Not a goddamn thing." And I said, "And if you can articulate your love of the 4th as that, I have no issues with you. But if you are going to go out there and cry at the fireworks and at the Lee Greenwood song, and you're going to wave your little fucking flag, and then you're going to go to work tomorrow and not really give a shit about what's actually happening in the country, sorry, I don't think those are the people I'm talking to. But if you can,
Yeah, but fuck that, David Jaffe. That's you're mean. You're just angry.
He is a mean old man.
we should be
Can't
angry.
confirm.
We should be
No,
angry.
we shouldn't. We
You
shouldn't
literally,
be.
you literally yesterday said that you might be in a situation where you get deported.
Is that a bad thing?
Yeah, it's a bad thing.
Why?
You
I
fuck-
like Mexico.
Oh my god.
I'm
I'll
okay
get a
with
great
Mexico.
tan. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Internet's
have great
cheaper out there.
tacos. It is
That's
cheaper
true.
out
You gonna
there.
leave Sarah?
No, she said she's coming with.
Sarah's coming with.
Coming
Yeah,
to Me-
totally
no,
coming with.
she's not going.
we
to
we
Mexico.
had we had a
Well.
conversation, and she said if I get deported, she's ride or die.
Well,
Hell
if she
yeah.
goes to Mexico, it'll be die. She ain't going to those goddamn cartels.
She
You
ain't
know,
gonna
You want
die in
Tijuana or
Mexico.
Chihuahua? Where
you know
are we
that
going?
you know
We need to go
that
visit.
guy. You know that guy who got the death note on stage. She'd say shit.
Also-
You know she'd say shit, and she'd be getting a death note. I'm not putting up with it.
Oh. I voted Kamala, by the way.
Yeah.
Matt DeMarco says Tech is this is what you voted for, Tech. No, motherfucker, I hate Donald Trump. He's a fucking idiot. He makes me hate my country. Well, he makes me hate where my country's going. I love America, but he's disappointed me in how politics are. Anyways, Jaffe, she's coming to Mexico with me. What do you mean? Why does that upset you?
I think then I'm coming to Mexico.
Yeah, let's all go to Mexico.
Then I'm gonna go to Mexico.
I would love that.
Yeah. Cancun?
Not with that hair. though.
Cancun? Anyone?
I have
Mine?
family in Cancun.
They would love it. They'd love a nice updo. It's so hot there.
It looks so. It would look so good in Cancun. You get like a yellow bikini with that. That'd be great.
I want to
B
point out,
plus.
Bunny, when I first talked about your outfit today, I was like, your hair looks great. Look at the scarf. It's so good. And Jaffe's like, never wear that fucking hairdo again in my fucking show. All right, I don't want to see that shit around.
I never said that. I never
He's
said
like,
that.
you
Jaffe, do you have like a lot of hair envy right now? What's going on, buddy?
No,
Are you self-conscious about your hair? Do you need some hymns?
Wait a minute. Split Fry says Trump says he's having a UFC fight at the White House for the 4th of July.
Do you promise?
Oh no.
That doesn't sound out of the realm of possibilities.
Enfant says, isn't Tech's dad a Trump supporter? He voted Kamala, but he wanted to vote Donald Trump. But me and my sister were like, if you do that, we're gonna be very mad at you. Oh, okay.
He says he voted Kamala. Look, I'm always honest with Bunny, and
Wow.
it's not
Oh,
wow.
we're just saying we're back. We're circling back to you.
Well,
not
because
liking my hair.
I love your hair, and I think you're a beautiful lady. But we were talking about your look, and what forget it.
Hey.
Let's talk about Jaffe's looks, huh, Bunny? Talk about Jaffe's looks.
Yeah,
What do
you
you
just
mean?
dismantle
No,
this man.
finish what you were saying, Jack.
Yeah, you some
What were you
bitch.
saying?
What I was saying, Ms. Bunny.
On the
Button,
count of 3, we're gonna talk about Bunny's looks, and whoever wins in the chat gets Bunny's heart or some shit. I don't fucking.
Yeah, vote on it, chat. We got 1 minute, no prep time.
All right, fine. Here we go. Bunny Button is delightful, beautiful, friendly, smart, and a great conversation. And in that, I respect her. And I respect her when I tell her something like, holy shit, Bunny Button, you look amazing in that outfit. She knows it's true, or at least it's subjective, but she knows it's my opinion. And I'm not saying that she is not looking very nice and put together, but we were talking about personal preference, and I said, I don't tend to like women when they have their hair up that much. Now, if that turns out that that's mean, I would say you guys don't know Bunny Button, because I think she appreciates and values honesty
Yeah.
more than sycophantic behavior, like, oh my God, have you seen Bunny Button's art? Right? I love Bunny's art. But
have
let's
you?
be clear. The woman spends 6 hours coloring a strawberry, okay? She's slow. She's slow. Doesn't mean it's not brilliant, but, you know, come on.
Slow?
I mean, they're literally...
She's slow.
When it comes to coloring strawberries, she spends an inordinate amount of time.
Fucking week. Bunny is slow.
Slow.
Said by David Jaffe. Of God of War.
Hashtag justice for Bunny.
Yeah, hashtag go fuck yourself because you're not.
Fucked up.
Yeah, it is fucked up because they're giving you propaganda, and I'm sitting here and you know good and goddamn well I wasn't saying.
We didn't make a poster. We're not giving
Bunny,
propaganda.
Bunny,
She's been
how
here the whole
long?
fucking
How
time.
long? How long did it take you to color the strawberry, Bunny?
It took me like a minute.
Yeah, it just took a minute.
Well, that's not what you told me. How long did it
Hot
take?
minute.
It
Hot
took probably
minute.
about an hour more.
Right, to color a goddamn strawberry in a coloring
Because
book.
I was doing there was a lot of blending, there was a lot of shading. You know,
Mhm.
there
It was
a lot of
beautiful. It was
highlighting
brilliant.
going on.
It was
Can you do
brilliant.
better, Jaffe?
No.
Can you do what she did in an hour?
Absolutely not.
See? She's not slow. She's just the right pace, my dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's not slow at
And I
all.
was at
Jackie
the
hates
airport
Bunny.
too. Imagine how important I looked. Like just focus. And then they walk by.
When we picked you up from the airport, and Jeffy was like, "You look so silly with your locale jacket on."
I know, but I thought that y'all would be able to see me, and it worked. Because I
worked.
said I'm wearing the ugliest jacket out here. You'll see me.
You know what? Fuck you, PK. Wow, calling Bunny slow, making fun of her hair. No one
That's
is
fucked up,
making
dude.
fun of her hair,
I'm a slow color.
and no one is.
Yeah, why were you making fun of my hair though? That was. fucked
Oh
up.
my
Yeah,
God!
that is fucked up.
I
Yeah, real.
quit.
I think I won this before we even did this competition because I
Oh,
was like,
you-
that hair looks so good. You
poor
put on like a yellow
son of a
bikini in
bitch.
Cancun.
You think
Be so
anyone's going to
good.
include you in the game? I love how confident you are. You're not playing the
Bunny,
game.
would you include me in the game?
I'll include you in the game.
Pick that bitch. David Jaffe is the bitch in this scenario.
How long did God of War take to make? Says Matt DeMarco. How
1
long was
hour.
the development for the first game, Jaffe? From start of
2
the
hours.
concept to the end.
And he was slow.
Jaffe's not even here right now.
I'm here.
We lost him.
No, you didn't lose me.
You need to move your microphone, my dude. Like you are aiming it up, so you're like missing all the bouncing of your voice.
He got self-conscious when someone said, "Why is the microphone in front of his face?" I don't like it. So he never puts it in front of his face anymore.
I mean, that's a good criticism, but you got to still position it towards where your freaking vocals are coming out. What are you playing, Jaffe? What do you got here?
Whoa, what the hell? Who's the bitch? What the hell? Who? You're the bitch? You? Yo, dude, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do, man? Who's the bitch? What do we do? Hey, hey!
Who the bitch?
You said bitch! No, we didn't.
Yeah, MK, you said bitch.
Dude, I didn't say you're good?
You the
I'm
bitch.
sorry.
You
I
the
didn't say
bitch.
anything, man. And your back is here. I know.
I think that's my favorite word.
Bitch!
I'll meet you on the mountain
We
bike
didn't-
track,
I'm not talking.
Jaffe.
Your back? That back? No. That back in the river? Hey, you want to try?
This is the best. Here we go. Where he says, where he,
Dude,
ma-
get the fuck away from me! You fuck.
where he says, in the nuts. And then he says, then he makes the proclamation of, you go in the river. Like it's like I have decreed.
A bitch! Yeah, dude, we don't want to cause problems. Bitch! No, dude, please. You just
Please
said
don't.
it again, man. Because you're hitting me, please. Buddy, stop. We don't want to fight. We're sorry. You kicked me. Because you. Run in the nuts. Run in the nuts. Please stop. Please. You do it again. You go in the river. Okay, I'm sorry.
You have got to sound clip that tag for the soundboard. That is the best.
Yeah.
Right in the nuts. Come back, buddy.
It again, man. Because you're hitting me, please. Buddy, stop. We don't want to fight. We're sorry. You kicked me. Because you. Run in the nuts. Run in the nuts. Please stop. Please. You do it again. You go in the river. Okay, I'm sorry.
And he's shaking.
This poor guy.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You go in the river. That's right, man. Insane. Insane.
Frank is there.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, buddy. Anyway.
You hear me?
You hear me? We all hear you, pal. We all hear you, you little bagel guy. But this guy is in the running for L''LL fighter, a little fighter, because it's not as good as the bagel guy though, but it's close. Bagel guy, short. This guy.
Who's Melanie Mack?
She's a jerk. But listen.
Why is it okay for women to say, "Oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites. You should be dead"? That's okay.
Who said that to you here? Nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that shit up? Everywhere I go, I get the same smirk with the biting lip.
What's the biting lip?
Your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss.
That's the best. You're not God or my father.
You want to step outside? You want to step outside? Huh? I'm not scared of you, pal. I know. You shut
Looks like
up,
a penguin.
Go ahead and attack me, big dog.
Oh my god. Bagels. I recorded the whole thing. Absolutely.
Oh, and a guy 3 times my size. That's okay?
Get your food in
What happened? Well, I'm sorry.
Get your food in
You know what?
Everyone's just giggling.
Listen, you guys, it has been a long trek for him to Mount Doom, okay? He's tired. He's frustrated. Give him a break.
Yeah, the women.
But he died of what, a heart attack or something?
Yeah, I think so.
He's dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
That guy? What?
Aw.
I believe he died.
That was like 10 years ago, wasn't it?
That's what I heard.
Let's see.
Why did you have to make that sad at the end, Jaffy?
Bagel lady says, you're
Like, oh, it's sad he
says,
died.
He says, "You're short by $1, sir. What did you call me?" I like how he went back and got his bagel after chucking it. Of course, everybody feels sorry for him. It's terrible. And I'm glad he didn't have a fucking gun, but it's still hilarious. Oh, Lord. You know, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, fellas. All right, well, I guess, is that our show for the night, or what are we doing, Tech? What's the plan?
That's the show.
All right, well, whatever. Whatever. I wanted to go
It's
to
a beautiful
Denny's.
show.
I would have told him to get
So
a
good.
shine box, too. Yeah, MK Ness, not bad. When you're not here with your little stooge glass
I was being
burrito,
sarcastic.
when you're not with your little stooge glass burrito, you're doing all right. Maybe you have a future in this business.
Why do you hate
You really
glass
think
burrito?
so?
I don't hate glass burrito. I hate the fact that all these people are acting like he really was offended. And I'm like,
He's my sweet boy, and you don't touch him. Don't come near my son. You hear?
are you going to regale us with stories about how he's your sweet?
I'll regale you stories of how good of a man he is and how he doesn't deserve that fate. Good day, sir.
Good day, dude.
Good.
I said good day,
I said good day.
etc.,
I'm
etc.
gay. Wait, what? Hold on.
Charlie and the Gay Factory. That's your movie. Charlie and the Gay Factory.
I love the chocolate river. Wait, what? Augustus, I go up the chocolate pipes. Good job.
poor little kid. Hey, that kid was a
Oh,
son
yeah.
of a kid was a son of a bitch. I never saw the new one with Johnny Depp, but were the kids just as sort of bad and got their comeuppance, or was it toned down for modern sensibilities?
No, it was more fucked up. Like,
Oh,
it was
it
way
was?
worse.
Okay.
Yeah, like the movie was weird. Don't watch it, but they did a good job. They made it more like the actual book.
Oh, good. All right, Travis, good to see you, buddy. Aura says, "Mine lolly."
I don't get these references.
It's German. It's like
Oh,
my
poor little guy.
lollipop. My lollipop.
Oh, what movie is this from?
Charlie and the fucking Chocolate Factory, or Charlie and the Willy Wonka. The book was called one thing. Oh, the Timothy Chalamet one was good. I haven't seen that one either.
Oh yeah,
saw most
Wonka
of
was
that
great.
one.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, the kid who
he
played
was
Willy
surprisingly
Wonka only was in that movie. Not Willy Wonka, but Charlie Bucket. And then he went on to be a veterinarian. And they said he
Yeah,
gets,
I thought he was like a dentist or something like that. Yeah.
he said he gets about $12 every 3 months in residuals. It's kind of cool though,
hilarious.
you know. It's a classic film.
Work with Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. All right, fellas, there's the show. MK Ness, get the fuck out of here. See you, bud.
With pleasure. Bye.
All right. All right. Well, there we go, fellas. That was fun. I enjoyed that.
The last burrito wants to join.
He does not.
No, he does not.
No, he doesn't. Really, Zero Cool. It wasn't entertaining. I saw what you wrote. That was a good show. Did we like tonight's show, Chad, or did we not like it? Did we put on a good show for you, or was it shit? One's if you enjoyed it, two if it was a piece of shit. Why am I even asking? Like I'm going to stop doing it if they hated it. Are you kidding? Thank you, Bunny.
You will.
Thank you, Joey Bag. Fuck you, Enchilado. Thank you, Mining. Thank you, Bush. Thank you, Invader. Thank you, Fox.
We only wanted ones. Thank you.
I like that Alien says, is all right. Go clean your cages, asshole.
You said 4th of July. I like that.
All right, seriously, though. Okay, so tomorrow... Oh, I'm glad, Travis. You got a good manager now. That's great. So... Tomorrow, are we high day? Because we're moving the movie thing, right?
We're going to ask, but we didn't end up asking.
We'll ask tomorrow then, because we're thinking of doing 3 movies, but doing it on a different day, or 2 movies, but Tech may not be able
On
to
Sunday.
join us on Saturday or Sunday. We'll figure it out tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. There's the show, fellas. Be well, be safe, and be flat. And we'll talk to you later. Any final words for these gentlemen?
Goodbye.
Bye, chat.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh.
This song goes out to Tracy. Just kidding. Fuck you, Tracy.
Yeah, fuck you, Tracy.
Mish, he had a dish. Robbo.
You already got a song.
He likes the song Sabo. Alien Popcorn has the girls with horns in the cages made of rage. Aura, oh hi, she has good suggestions in the Discord. Very entertaining stuff. Zero Cool says, night guys. And I say, hi guys, because I'm going to Denny's. Denny's and the Denny's, but not on stream. Good night, everybody. Love you guys. Thanks so much. Tune in tomorrow, either in the morning or the afternoon. We should do a morning show, Jackie.
We got to get the studio set up.
Wah. We have a weekend.
Yeah, but we can smoke pot tomorrow in the studio.
Wah. Yeah, that's true. Okay, all right, everybody. See you at Madhouse tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. PST, 9:30 EST.
Bunny.
Fuck you, Tracy.
Fuck you, Tracy. Bunny, you got anything?
I'm good. Good night.